receiving core and the running core for the Patriots. 459 total yards for the Knights to 288 for the Patriots. 380 yards total offense for the Knights. And last week, Robert Shockey goes 122 yards on the ground, 79 yards passing. And he scored on the first play from scrimmage on their first offensive series on a big 73-yard touchdown run to give the Knights the lead, and they never looked back from there. And the final score was 49-21, as I mentioned just a moment ago. And it was a night full of Cabell Midland offense and defense. Both sides of the ball. We talked about it last week, Kent. Probably the best first outing for the Knights in a number of years.
Absolutely. And if you recall, this game used to be the annual first game of every season. It was always Midland and Spring Valley to see who would sort of assert themselves in the MSAC. I don't know if you guys can hear us. They're howling.
They're killing it with the music.
They're playing bells. They're playing everything. But you know what? They can bring out every omen, every, we'll say, tradition that they have here at this field. Our expectation tonight is that Midland comes out and makes sure the Wolves don't survive midnight.
I feel like we should just wait until this music's over. The Timberwolves in their baby blue uniforms with the white numerals and dark blue and trim with the white stripe. Cabell Midland coming out in the red pants with the white jerseys, red numerals, and the silver Block M helmets. Both teams making their way out on the field right now. They're going to give them another chance to warm up, so we're going to take a few breaks here and there in the pregame. I know you got a chance, if you were listening earlier, you got a chance to hear from Luke Sammons. Jason Toy kind of set the scene here this evening, but it was an interesting evening here getting set up for this game. The transformer fire happened. We watched that happen. Our power was fine, but the rest of the stadium and the lights were not. So they turned everything off for a good 20, 30 minutes, and then so we all had to kind of boot our equipment back up and get back ready for this broadcast. So we're about to the point ready to play some football, but they've got 15 minutes on the clock. I think they're going to take those minutes off, and we're going to get started. Both of these teams have already warmed up. Captains are getting ready to make their way out on the field. For the Timberwolves, you'll have Jameson Smith. You'll also have Garrick McFeely. Alongside him is Isaac Maynard and number 52, Tucker Hammond. For the Cabell Midland Knights, you'll have Michael Lunsford. You will have Caden Bowen. Alongside him is Cannon Lewis, and then Braylon Ryder are the captains for the Cabell Midland Knights. Coin toss is underway. Out on the field, the captains exchanging handshakes, and we'll wait for the toss here and get started, tee this thing up, and get things moving from here in Wayne County, West Virginia. It's the Knights and the Timberwolves doing battle here on the campus of Spring Valley High School. Big crowd has filed in here this evening. We didn't know for sure if this ball game was actually going to happen. They worked on that transform for quite a while, and we saw them kind of fiddling around. We were a little nervous that they were going to, and the backup plan was to play this thing tomorrow prior to the 6 p.m. Marshall game. So that would have been a little tough to get. That would have been a full day of football for us, Kent Bryce.
That would have been their plan, not mine.
I probably have been here riding solo, is what you're saying.
No. I would never do that to you, my friend.
So the Knights will receive the football to start things off. They've won the coin toss, and they'll receive. Cabell Midland will move right to left in front of us here from the press box. Special teams out on the field for the Timberwolves. The Knights getting things together over on the sideline, talking to their coaching staff for the last few minutes of adjustments, and we're ready to play football here finally in Spring Valley High School. The deep men for the Cabell Midland Knights as it's not Jamal Goodrich, that's Jaden Branch is out, will be the deep man for the Knights. Last minute instructions here on the field for both teams. The officiating crew is out of Parkersburg this evening. I did get a chance to talk with those guys, and they always enjoy coming down here. I'm not sure they're enjoying it this evening after that delay, and it was oppressively hot here early.
They're not going to make it home tonight.
Not early, at least. Nida, I think, or is it Branch and Nida are the deep men? Yeah, Branch and Nida are the deep men for the Knights. 12 minutes on the clock, and they are teeing it up right on the 40-yard line. And we are set to play some football finally.
It's eerily quiet.
It is very quiet right now. Again, Nida and Branch deep to receive. Midland will move right to left in front of us here from the press box. The approach for the Timberwolves. Will McClure kicks it away. That's going to go to Nida at the 10-yard line. He's across the 15, up to the 20, cuts right, now cuts back up the middle. He's wrapped up still around the 25, but he's still going around the right side, and he's going to be taken down around the 30-yard line. Landon Nida with a great return for the Knights. It'll set them up at around the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Robert Shockey will bring his team to the line of scrimmage. Nose of the ball on the 30-yard line. Curtis Jones in the backfield. Here to the near side is Caden Bowen. Alongside him is Meters in the slot. 2 receivers to the far side right as well. There's the snap to Shockey. Shockey hands it off. Curtis Jones is tripped up early. Gets about 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Just underway here from Spring Valley High School. Chris Tatum and Kent Bryson with you here on 97.9 The River. Welcome in to the broadcast. Also, those of you listening via the app as well as at 97.9 TheRiver.com. There's the snap to Shockey, keeps it himself, cuts up the middle, got some room to run, but he's tripped up at the 40-yard line. He's going to be close to the first down marker, and they are going to move the chains as he gets to the 41-yard line. The first first down for the Knights on the evening.
And the Knights' tempo is very, very fast in comparison to where they went last week.
Back to work for the Knights. Shockey in the gun with Jones in the backfield. 2 wideouts to either side. There's the pass to the right sideline. Nida pulls it in at the 45-yard line. They'll mark him officially at the 44. About 3 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7. Well, they're going to give him 3 yards on the pickup. So 2nd and 7 for the Knights.
And I got to tell you, we watched the film last week of this Spring Valley team against Huntington, and one of the things that we noticed is that Huntington, Nida has to come out. I think there's either an equipment issue or there's blood. They have to address that. One of the things we saw last week in that game is that Spring Valley did not play a poor defensive first half. It just was basically depth.
Shockey hands the ball off to Curtis Jones. Jones bulls forward and gets a yard, maybe. The Spring Valley Timberwolves did a nice job on coverage that time. Tackle is going to be made by Cam Purdue.
And that was actually Shockey that kept it. He pulled it at the last minute. Like I was saying, the Spring Valley defense was not poor in the first half against the Highlanders, but they could not string together strong series. They would be strong for a series, give up 2 touchdowns, be strong for a series. So they're interesting to see what's going to happen.
3rd and 4 for the Knights. Shockey in the gun, takes the snap. Jones gets the call this time. He's got a head of steam and gets across midfield and a little bit more to the 45-yard line of the Timberwolves, and that's going to be good enough for a first down for the Knights. 10:09 here in the first quarter, just underway here from Spring Valley. A delay because of an electrical problem, but we are underway here finally from Spring Valley High School. The Knights have 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line of the Timberwolves. In the gun is Shockey. A back to his right and one directly behind him. That's Jones. Now he swings the pass to the right side. Nida makes the grab at the 41-yard line. It's complete. Nida hauls it in at the 41. A 5-yard pickup will bring up 2nd and 5.
Now, what is this going to do to Spring Valley? Well, actually, what you're going to see here is Spring Valley, untraditionally, is very small into offensive and defensive lines. They have very limited depth, so you're tiring out these players by giving them less and less time to recoup in between plays.
Pass was called incomplete after the play was whistled dead, so it's 2nd and 10. The ball's on the carpet, and Spring Valley's recovered. And the fumble was recovered by Jalen Abercrombie. So on the fumble, Caden Bowen coughed the ball up, and Abercrombie picks it up for the T-Wolves, and the Timberwolves will have it 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. 9:45 left in this first quarter. Midland coughs up the football. Now the Timberwolves offense on the field for the first time this evening after the turnover.
And that's Midland's first turnover of the season. But this game is very eerie to what happened last week with Spring Valley. They got a turnover early against Huntington. I believe it was an interception. And they drove, but they didn't produce any points. So let's see what happens here.
Smith in the gun. Hands it off. Around the right side comes the back. Midland on the swarms the back, and on the tackle was Elijah Pratt. Ball carrier was Miguel Kane. He'll get 2 yards. Makes it 2nd and 8. Kane will come out of the game after that play. We'll switch personnel. Smith will bring the play into the huddle from the sideline.
And in this particular series, it looks as if Midland is going sort of to a modified nickel. They seem like they have 4 linemen, 3 linebackers, so this is a modified nickel for them in the sense of placement.
Handoff is to Gabe Dixon. Dixon around the right side. Abercrombie, check that. It was Abercrombie around the right side on the handoff from Smith. He'll come out to the 45-yard line. It gets a gain of 2 or 3. It'll bring up third down at about 6. Cannon Lewis on the stop for Cabell Midland. They look at third down from the 45-yard line. 9:02 on a rolling clock here from the Wolves' Den.
And this is a big play for Cabell Midland because if they can switch momentum.
They stopped the clock, and he didn't come out of bounds, I don't think. Smith brings his team to the line of scrimmage. 3 wideouts, left side, 1 here to the near side right. Man goes in motion. That is Cole Ferguson, and whistles and a timeout by Spring Valley. We'll take our first timeout of the ball game as well and bring you more Cabell Midland Lights football here on 97.9 FM, The River.
Dr. Reginald S.
That was a jet sweep.
Suffered an injury at the hands of another? Fighting to receive Social Security disability benefits? Under stress? Wondering how your bills will be paid and if justice will be served? Let the staff at Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law help. Ken Hicks and Jared Hicks, trusted lawyers in Huntington, have earned their reputation by representing clients for nearly 3 decades, serving West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. Call today for your free consultation. Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law. Let their experience be your guide. A proud Spring Valley High School supporter.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union has been serving the Huntington community for 70 years and is proud to announce our newest location in Lavallette. We look forward to bringing the residents of Wayne County a modern banking facility, a full range of services, advanced technology, expert financial advice, community involvement, and even a smart coffee kiosk cafe. Learn more about Metro Community Federal Credit Union online at metrocommunityfcu.com. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
32 yards on the reception from Smith to Abercrombie, and a big first down into Midland territory.
And that was just blown coverage. I mean, there's no other way you could just say it. He was clear off the line. We actually had talked about that before that play happened, about the personnel that was out. So,
timeout for injury.
And it looks like Midland is their shorter player right now.
So we've got somebody hurt here on the 40-yard line right in front of us. Timberwolves training staff tending to the injured player. We're at the 8:55 mark.
And you have to say, that's an injured Midland night. That's Lunsford, I believe, is down.
Yeah, big pass play from Jamison Smith to Abercrombie. Huntington 49, South Charleston 0, 4:18 left in the first quarter. Wow. Just getting an update from our friends at the Herald Dispatch. 49-0 in the first quarter. Huntington over South Charleston. Wowza.
It's going to be a lot of days like that.
We're going to let, they're going to.
Yeah, that was Michael Lunsford.
Michael Lunsford still, he's sitting up now. They're tending to him. And
I'm concerned. It looks like they're looking at his leg.
Yeah. Good, and he's up now. On his feet, and he gets a round of applause from the crowd. He's going to walk off with a couple people on each person on each side of him, get to the sideline. It's good to see him walking, for sure.
And I didn't really see what happened on that play. Because
I didn't either. You hate to see that happen to a senior, though, especially in this early in the season. Hate to see him get hurt anytime, but Lunsford is in his senior season, and hopefully everything will be all right. They'll get him over there and get him checked out.
Now I'll say
Timberwolves looking at 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Smith with a single back to his left. Man to the short side right, 2 wideouts left and 1 to the right side. Near side wideout is Bryce Fuller. In the backfield is Abercrombie. Now the officials have their own timeout. And personnel switches in. Abercrombie comes out, and checking in is Miguel Kane. Maybe another equipment issue.
Looks like they're working on his helmet.
Back to work for the T-Wolves. Smith from the shotgun takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle. He's got a few yards, and he's going to be taken down by Cannon Lewis. Lewis makes the tackle inside the 10 at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock rolls towards the 8:30 mark of the first quarter. No score. Timberwolves with the football. And they look at 2nd and 6 from the 9-yard line.
What do you think about this thus far?
Well, it's interesting, to say the least. The Timberwolves have, like you said, the big pass plays blown coverage. As they go back to work, Smith takes the snap from the shotgun, hands it off. Abercrombie into the end zone from 9 yards out. Touchdown. So a 9-yard touchdown run for Jalen Abercrombie at the 8:14 mark in the first.
And
gives the Timberwolves a lead.
And this is all you got to say about this. Midland was delayed in their start. They were fired up when they warmed up. All right, they played one series on offense, one series on defense.
Yep.
Now they're ready to go.
Marquise Ribble on to attempt the extra point.
Waiting on the snap is Mekhi Riddle. He'll try to put it through the uprights. To hold for the Timberwolves is Garrett Wagner. They're having some trouble with personnel, the T-Wolves. They're trying to tell him to get out there. No, don't get out there. Yes, get out there. There's a snap. Ball's down. Kick is up. It is in and good at the 8:14 mark of the first quarter. The Timberwolves lead it over the Cabell Midland Knights 7-0. We'll come back with more coverage right here on 97.9 The River.
When it's hot enough outside.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless... Is that a real song?
I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Biggie Bag.
Barboursville Fall Fest 2023 is coming. Wednesday, September 27th through September the 30th. Carnival rides Wednesday through Saturday and the parade on Thursday. Friday night, September 29th, it's Burning Ridge and Madhouse. And on Saturday, September 30th, the Village of Barboursville welcomes country superstar Chris Cagle live. Chris Cagle. There'll be arts and crafts, a car show, and so much more. Fall Fest 2023 in the Village of Barboursville, September 27th through the 30th.
Up after the game, right here on 97.9 The River.
Riddle having some trouble keeping the ball on the tee. On the approach, it falls off. So he's going to have to tee it up again.
I think it's the second time, don't you have to have a holder?
Yeah, see, it keeps falling off.
There it is. They got to call it.
They've worked relentlessly on this Bermuda grass on this field this year. I was talking to Brad Dingus before the ball game. So the ball is falling off the tee. They're going to have somebody hold it.
Yeah, this grass is dead.
Now they're going to have somebody go out and hold it. That is Cam Purdue. It's a hold. Well, now it's standing up there. Hopefully it doesn't fall off again. Back to work for the T-Wolves. Riddle, the kick. Off the hands of Branch. He's at the 2-yard line, picks it up. He's across the 5, out to the 10, has some room across the 15. The ball is on the turf. But it is recovered.
They called it down.
Okay. All right.
So this guy's reliable. And I'm just going to say, you never want to talk about a kid, so we're not going to announce it. His teammates are talking to him right now.
Massey recovered it. Massey recovered it at the 22 because Branch let it go around the 15.
Yeah.
So the ball will rest on the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Knights. 8:06 left in this first quarter. The T-Wolves lead at 7-0.
And I tell you, saw number 55, Matt Edwards, talking his teammate up. That's good leadership.
Absolutely.
We're going to need you. It's a long season, so what we're saying to you right now is it's okay. We got you. Next play.
Shockey sends Caden Bowen here to the near side at left. They're moving right to left in front of us. Curtis Jones in the backfield. Receiver in the slot is Miles Meters. He goes in motion, looking to pass is Shockey. Down the right sideline. He's got a receiver. It's broken up at the midfield stripe. A nice job on coverage for the T-Wolves. The pass is broken up.
I think it was Cole Ferguson on
coverage. And Cole Ferguson was on coverage. I think you're right.
All right.
Intended for Landon Bowen. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
So here's our situation right here. We need to establish
12.
a run.
It was Bryce Fuller on coverage for Timberwolves. In the shotgun, Shockey takes the snap. Around the right side. A gain of about 6.
Shockey was the keeper.
On the quarterback keeper for Shockey.
Looks like there's a flag, maybe. There's some words. There's some big words.
It'll be 3rd and about 3 for Cabell Midland. Curtis Jones in the backfield.
Oh, guess he's back. Number 3.
Would be, that would be Michael Lunsford.
3rd and 3.
So 3rd and 3 for the T-Wolves. Lunsford on the short side right. Curtis Jones in the backfield. And a wide out here to the near side, 2 to the far side right for Shockey. In the gun. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Jones bullying forward. Still on his feet. He's taken down shy of the first down marker. I think he's about a yard shy. Maybe
half.
Maybe they're going to make it about a half yard shy of the first down mark. They're not gonna measure it. He's far short. Well, they are going to measure. Officials timeout for the measurement at the 7:16 mark of the first quarter. The Spring Valley Timberwolves lead the Cabell Midland Knights 7-0.
Let me ask you this, and I talked to some of the players about this last week, and I asked a simple question. Is there a difference playing on natural grass versus turf? And a lot of them said no. Apparently now they all use the same shoe.
Right.
But in this particular situation, I don't know if they're letting, you're out of rhythm.
Right.
Your routine is off. You had a long delay between warming up. You're out here on the field, and even though I made fun about the grass being dead, because it is, this is the best condition I've seen this field.
It looks good. They've worked on it. They are short by inches, so it'll be 4th and inches for the Knights. They're still in the huddle, talking things over. The Knights will come to the line of scrimmage. Offense is on the field. Shockey and Curtis Jones in the backfield. Michael Lunsford on the right side, on the short side. 2 wideouts right, 1 here to the near side left. Shockey backs up, settles in. Jones behind him. There's the snap, looking to pass. He fires. He's got a man, a receiver, and a first down. Good enough for a first down.
I think
that was Landon Nida.
Yeah, but that wasn't not his ball. That was Lunsford's ball. I was looking. I was like, why is Big 3 over there?
Good enough for a first down.
Ball goes to the 45-yard line. Good enough for a Cabell Midland first down. Clock is under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. There's the snap. Shockey hands it off. Got some room to run. Got some steam behind him, and Jones will go for about 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this kid actually took Shockey. Oh, my gosh. This kid took Shockey's leg. It was twisted, and Shockey got up and had some words about it. Then the O-line from Midland came and talked to him, and the guy takes a dive. He took a nasty plunge. Oh, that's why he was laying on the turf.
Oh.
They said something to him, and he just flew straight on his back.
Back to work for this Knight offense. Shockey checking the sidelines. Lunsford again to the short side right with Curtis Jones in the backfield. To the near side left is Caden Bowen. Landon Knight to the far side right as the receiver. There's the snap. Keeps it himself. Shockey got a little bit of room to run. Dances his way around a few Timberwolves. He's to about the 49-yard line. Good enough for another Cabell Midland first down. Give him 8 yards on the pickup and another Cabell Midland first down.
Now, I think Midland's picking up a rhythm here because what Spring Valley's doing is similar to what we saw last year, again, with Hurricane and Huntington. They're bringing a gap blitz. So those middle linebackers are hitting those gaps. They're actually coming across almost in line with the snap.
Bowen here to the near side, meters to the far side with Nida in the slot. There's the snap, hands off to Jones. Jones around the right side. He's got a lot of room to run. He's got a first down and more all the way to the 31-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup and a big first down and a chunk of yardage for Curtis Jones.
And I don't know what said that on the field, but apparently the O-line is angry. They were leading 20 yards down the field. They were blocking. So I think at this point they basically said, fellas, it's real. It's a real game.
This offense is moving quick. They're back in formation. Shockey in the gun with Jones behind him, ready to take the snap. 2 wideouts, 1 to either side, and a man to the short side right for the Midland Knights as Shockey settles in. He'll take the snap, looking to pass, fires right side. He's got Nida down the sidelines. He's taken out of bounds over on the far side, taken out by Bryce Fuller. Nida will pick up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
And I got to say, this is what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a fluid offense, 5, 6, 7 yards at a clip.
Clock's at 5:16 here in the first quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Knights. Shockey keeps it. Up the middle he goes. He's got room to run. Dances his way through some coverage and gets to the 12-yard line where he's taken down. But that also good enough for a Cabell Midland first down. Moving those sticks and moving them quick.
Stopped by Bryce Fuller. 1st and 10, Cabell Midland at the 12.
Back to work for the Knights. Curtis Jones in the backfield alongside Shockey. Or right behind Shockey, rather. A wide out to either side for Cabell Midland. Shockey now got the play, likes. He'll settle in and take the snap. Hands it off. Jones up the middle. Room to run at the 5-yard line. He's taken down.
Jones with the carry. Makes the ball down to the 5.
Hey, you know what?
Tackle is going to be made by
Garrett McFeely makes it.
Garrett McFeely.
Hey, I want to talk about this kid. I talked to him a little bit last week, and I just see him lead blocking. Number 62, Ben Williams. This kid's a player. He is really, really good, folks.
Shockey with Curtis Jones in the backfield. A wide out to each side. Jones gets the call again. Bowls his way into the end zone. There's the signal. Touchdown from 5 yards out. Curtis Jones hits pay dirt. 4:14 left in the first. Curtis Jones finds his way into the end zone.
The O-line needs a nickname. I've been thinking about a couple.
Lay it on me. What you got?
I don't know. I like a tough name. I was thinking like maybe the Wise Guys.
I like that. Tony Hornbuckle set to kick it through the uprights for the Knights. Ball's down. Kick is up. Sails through the uprights with 4:14 left in the first quarter. It's a tie ball game at 7. The Knights and the Timberwolves knotted up. We'll come back with more coverage right here on 97.9 FM, The River.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I care. I care.
I care.
I care. I care.
It doesn't matter how big or small your problem is. We want you to know that we're all in this together. At Cabell County Schools, we want everyone in our school community to know that they belong and that we care.
They strive to have their customers' OEM parts on site within 24 hours. At Radon, they believe in doing things right, just like Coach Salmons and the Knights. Radon Medical Imaging, a proud supporter of the Cabell Midland football program.
Listen to 97.9 The River online anytime at 979theriver.com.
Ferguson and Abercrombie deep to receive the kick from Tony Hornbuckle. We've got a tie ball game at 7 with 4:14 left here in the first quarter. A 5-yard touchdown run by Curtis Jones Jr. The extra point sails through courtesy of Hornbuckle. He kicks it away. Little pooch kick to the right side at the 36-yard line. It's fair caught by the Timberwolves, and it was pulled in by Garrett Wagner. So the Timberwolves will set up 1st and 10 on the 26, or on the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. And back to work for the Spring Valley Timberwolves. Last series for the T-Wolves. 43-yard pass to Abercrombie. Set up a 9-yard touchdown run by Abercrombie to make it 7-0, and then Curtis Jones hits pay dirt just a few moments ago to make it 7-7. Tony Hornbuckle put the exclamation point on the drive to tie it up. Back to work for the T-Wolves offense. Jameson Smith, single back in the backfield is Abercrombie. A wide out to either side. They send Ferguson in motion. Ball goes into the hands of Abercrombie. He spins off of a tackle. He's at the 31-yard line, where he will be taken down by Cannon Lewis. Also in on coverage was Jaden Branch for the Knights.
And, you know, if you've done any scouting on this particular team, there are 2 players on this team that can actually take it to the house very quickly. And it's number 4, Jalen Abercrombie, and also number 7, Cole Ferguson. So you really have to scheme those 2 out. You always have to look and say, okay, who could beat us on one play? And Abercrombie's already shown that given an opportunity, he can make the big play for the Timberwolves.
Smith brings the play in from the sideline. 3:30 left in this first quarter. 2 wideouts here to the near side right and one on the far side left. The man in motion is Ferguson. He'll settle in the slot on the far side. Smith will take the snap. He'll keep it himself right up the middle. Not much room to run. He might have gotten a yard, maybe 2 on the keeper. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And I really don't think that's what they wanted to do.
There was some confusion, and it happened before. As you said, they were looking at the jet sweep, and Ferguson went in motion too early. That's when they had to call the timeout just a few moments on their last drive.
And the same thing happened again. And I think here, look for the ripple on that. He's going back and forth in between the quarterback and the center.
Yeah.
Look for him to loop for a possible pitch and throw or some of the variation of that.
Smith brings the play in from the sideline. He will send Gabe Dixon and Jay Abercrombie here to the near side as the receivers. 3 on the right, 1 on the left. The handoff right up the middle with some room to run. Bouncing off of Knights on the carry that time was
number 22.
And that is Miguel Kane.
Gabe Dixon makes that run for Spring Valley. It was good enough for a first down.
Check that.
It was 22. It was 22.
It was 22?
It was 22.
Okay, so that's Miguel Kane on their roster.
Yeah, it was 22.
So 1st and 10 after the pickup. 2:15 on a rolling clock here in the first quarter. Timberwolves with 1st and 10 at the 41. Smith in the gun. 3 wideouts here to the near side right, 1 to the far side left. Fires for the right side. He's got a receiver. That is Cole Ferguson. The catch is made at the 45-yard line. Pick up a 4 for the Timberwolves.
You can tell the difference between 22 and 1 because 1 is 145 pounds.
Yeah.
22 is 180.
Yeah.
And the way that hit occurred, that was a 180 hit.
Well, I was saying 1 and PA said the other. I was like, wait a second.
Well, we're not going to say anything, but I think your eyes are better than my man down the hallway there. We love you, Billy C., but you're not seeing too far.
Same formation. 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right side. The man in motion this time is Abercrombie. Single back set is Kane. Down the sideline, he's got Abercrombie.
That's a flag.
Yep, it was, and he gets called for pass interference. On coverage was Elijah Pratt. And Abercrombie and Pratt are jawing at one another.
No.
Pratt says no.
He's not jawing.
Abercrombie says yes.
Yeah, he's not jawing at Abercrombie. He's jawing at the opposite side of the field.
Yep. So the penalty will be assessed. Talking it over with the officials. Pass interference is the call. And that will indeed move the sticks for the Timberwolves. First down from the 40-yard line of the Knights. 1:15 left in this first quarter. 7-7 is your score. The Knights and the Timberwolves knotted up here from the Wolves' Den. Chris Tatum and Kent Bryson with you here on 97.9 The River. We welcome those of you to those of you listening on 97.9theriver.com as well as on the app and on YouTube with video productions. Back to work for the T-Wolves.
And I got to tell you, one of the things that's making a big difference between this week and last week.
Ferguson in motion. Handoff goes to Abercrombie. He's across the 40, gets a few yards, and now the pile pushes forward. He's going to get almost to the 35-yard line on a big push from the pile.
And what I was saying, what's making a big difference between this week and last week is Spring Valley is actually playing a very balanced offensive game, whereas GW primarily focused on the pass, then the run, then the pass. GW is mixing up about 50-50, and it's becoming very effective because it's negating this Midland blitz. Midland's going to have to kind of figure out what these linebackers are going to do. Either they're going to blitz or they're going to stay in coverage, zone, man, whatever the case may be, but they're leaving that middle wide open.
Timberwolves send Tate Adkins and Cole Ferguson to the far side left. Here to the near side is a single receiver as well. The give is to Kane. He gets to the 31-yard line, we'll call it. And that's going to be close to a first down, but just shy, it looks like.
And if you notice there, they blitzed, but they were not able to actually blitz the right gap. So for the first time, we're seeing some movement from the Midland D-line. They're actually kind of rotate these guys in.
So the first quarter is coming to a close. The clock rolls to 0. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with second quarter action here from the Wolves' Den. Your score, Cabell Midland 7, Spring Valley 7. Back with more on 97.9 The River.
When you think of insurance, hometown, Cabell Midland, and Barboursville, who do you think of? Well, you're correct. It's Midland Insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Milam. I'm from Canova, West Virginia. When I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at your local Par-Mar store. We are coming to your neighborhood soon. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Maryland, we have you covered. Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. Food, gas, groceries, and more, we are gold and blue proud, and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
3rd and 1 for the Timberwolves as we come out of the timeout. We're in the second quarter, and it's all knotted at 7.
And this is actually 4-down territory for the Timberwolves. They have nothing to lose. They get the first down on this play. If they don't get it, they're probably going to try again unless there's a substantial loss. So it looks like an equipment issue.
Equipment issue, and they send Miguel Cain off the field.
Will McGuire is coming in to replace him.
Will McGuire comes in as the lone back next to Smith. Smith from the gun. A wide out to either side, a man to the short side right. There's the snap. Smith spins off of a tackle, and it's going to be tackled right at the 31. That is going to be really close.
It is.
To a first down, depending on where that spot is.
And you knew that was going to be the play.
It is 4th down.
And it's 4th down. They did not hit the mark they needed.
Now, schematically,
Fourth and short.
Yeah, this is what you're looking at here. You know, Spring Valley traditionally goes with a shotgun set. He's getting this ball at least 3 to 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be interesting to see with this formation if they run up one of their running backs to take the ball underneath center. So they're bringing in a new quarterback. He's lengthy.
Liam McGuire.
But I think 2 is still out there. No, he's back.
Yep. Liam McGuire comes into the ball game for Smith.
And then
he'll call the signals and flags fly.
They had 12.
But they
either delay a game or they had
12. Or they called the timeout beforehand. He's waving the flag off, and there's a timeout on the field. So they did have a problem with personnel out there. They did realize that, and they called the timeout.
And this is a thing with a young team. Spring Valley is uncharacteristically young. We were looking at their senior posters. I think they have 10.
Right.
Maybe seniors, where this team usually has about 20, 25.
Yeah, and I was talking to Brad Dingus before the ball game. They have one player that plays both sides, full-time player. Everybody else is young and does not play on both sides.
So what you're looking at now is a situation where this team is trying to string together what would be a signature, at least win, if not win, be competitive, because they were not competitive last week. So going back to this, getting this first down is really sort of a testament of how the season is right now. So if you can pull it off, great. You're showing some maturation. If you don't, then you got to be prepared for the consequences. So this is going to be a quick snap. Quarterback has to get underneath the center.
Liam McGuire with Miguel Cain in the backfield. 2 wideouts right side. Quarterback from the shotgun takes the snap. Keeps it himself. He's tripped up in the backfield. He does not have the first down. It doesn't appear so.
No, they're going to measure.
But there's a flag over on the far side.
McGuire with the keeper.
There's a flag down on the far sideline.
Little game.
It's got to be maybe offsides on the receiver. Let's see what the call is.
See what happens. They're discussing it. I didn't see maybe offsides on the receiver or something over there. I'm not sure what they're going to call.
That's a very rare play, but it does happen. They're talking about it. So let's see here.
No. Oh, it is against the Timberwolves.
But they're at least going to measure?
And the receiver did look like he jumped.
It's a legal shift.
Oh, legal shift. Yeah, it was in the slot.
Legal shift penalty call.
So illegal shift.
Spring Valley.
And they will turn it over. It'll be Cabell Midland football on the 31-yard line. 1st and 10.
And this is what we talked about right before that play was ran. This is how you determine the strength of your team. And if you ask anybody what Spring Valley's noted for, an elite runner, usually 1 or 2 on the roster, but a dominating O-line and D-line.
Yep.
And that's where youth.
I was going to say that's where youth is coming in for them, right? That's what happened last week, and as this game goes on,
it's happening.
You're gonna see that more and more. Cabell Midland offense on the field. Shockey in the gun. Curtis Jones directly behind him and wide out to either side for the Knights. Branch to the left of Shockey. Shockey in the pistol formation. The Knights ready to go to work. There's the snap. Jones takes the handoff. Around the left side. Room to run. Still on his feet. Comes out of the pile. He's across the midfield stripe to the 40, 35,
That's
30. One man to beat. 20, 15. Gets away from the defender, and he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, but there's a flag back at the 30-yard line.
Oh, it's a clip. It's a clip. It's a big one, too. He saw all parts of that kid's back, and he pushed him straight down. So somebody's going to have a hard day.
Jones went 69 yards, but the flags flew. And they're talking it over down there.
There's 2 flags, actually.
Yeah.
There's one right past the first down marker and one down
Oh,
the field.
yeah, I see it now.
But it was a clip.
It was a big one, huh?
Oh, yeah. And we're watching the replay right now. There's going to be somebody who's going to have a real bad day in film. Because, I mean,
that one's coming back for sure.
It was unnecessary.
That one's coming back for sure. The Knights were backing it up. The personal foul on the Knights. And an unsportsmanlike on Cabell Midland.
That's 30 yards, isn't it? So the personal foul has to be the block. They're going to call blindside block. And then the person.
All the way back into Cabell Midland territory at the 40.
Ball will rest on the 40-yard line after the penalties are assessed.
And I even think the assessment's to Midland's benefit because it looks like it's going to be, what, second down and 2?
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2.
That's actually pretty good for what they
considering,
did.
Considering. Replay the down, so 1st and 2.
All parts considered, I mean, we kind of got a benefit out of that.
I thought on unsportsmanlike it's lost it down.
It was.
But they're replaying 1st down.
Don't argue with the officials.
I know.
They're partly right.
It'll be 1st and 2 from their own 40-yard line. Jones scampered 69 yards, all to be brought back after 2 penalty calls against the Knights. In the pistol formation again, Cannon Lewis directly behind Shockey. And a wide out to either side for this Knight offense. Shockey to the right side. He's got a man open. And the pass is complete.
Oh, there's some talking.
Caden Pauley. Pauley at the 45-yard line picks up the 1st down and a bit more.
Braden Booth's talking to him. I think he said he'd have the proper toll for the toll booth.
The sticks move for the Knights. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Pistol formation once again. There's the snap. Hands it off. Cannon Lewis around the left side. He's got some room to run on a block from Michael Lunsford. He's in the wide open spaces. Down the left sideline and taken down from behind. The tackle was – there's flags fly again. Garrett Wagner on the stop for the T-Wolves, but flags are flying over on that far sideline.
Hey, it's a little bit of everything going on.
Yep.
I don't even know what's going on. I think it's got to be sideline.
Probably is. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26, and it was indeed sideline warning. Whistles now. And the official says my time.
I don't think he announced what the penalty was.
Right. Well, I think now they're talking about it. 10:05 left in this second quarter. 7-7 is your score.
Oh, now it's an equipment issue, too.
Gotcha. We've had that a lot in these first 2 games. They'll tend to.
He's
that's number 58. He's going to have to come out. That is Cyrus Roberts.
You know what's
He'll come out of the ball game, and
yeah.
coming in for him is Bo Christopher.
Now, the Timberwolves who just made that tackle, his name is number 8, Garrett Wagner.
Yep.
He was an all-conference baseball player. But believe it or not, he's not the best athlete in his family.
Curtis Jones in the backfield behind Shockey, and the pistol formation is Branch. There's the snap. Looking to throw. Drops back to pass. Right side's got a man. Caden Pauley is let out just a little too far. In on coverage was Bryce Fuller for the Timberwolves.
When I was going back to number 8, Garrett Wagner, he's not the best athlete actually in his family. He has some cousins in Mason County who are very good athletes, and his brother, who is one of my students at Marshall University, is a very good athlete as well. So he competes full-time, but he's out here competing with his Timberwolves teams tonight, and he's doing a very good job at their free safety position.
Single wide out to each side for the Knights. Shockey with 2 backs in the pistol. There's the snap. Handoff to Curtis Jones. He's taken down at the 25-yard line. And on the tackle for the Timberwolves was number 36, Cam Purdue. 3rd and 9 for the Knights.
Timberwolves are getting kind of fired up, aren't they?
They are.
A little feisty.
Jaden Branch will come out of the ball game, and they'll bring in a few personnel changes. Lunsford comes back in, Miles Meters, and then you also have Caden Bowen slides back in as the wideout far side. In the slot is Nida.
They're going to take a timeout. They're in the
Caden
wrong
Pauly here to the near
formation.
side. Play clock's down to 9. Shockey in the gun. Curtis Jones behind him. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Jones, there's a flag. Jones bowls forward down to the 15, and that's going to be good enough for a first down, but the flag is over on the far sideline at around the 27-yard line.
Too many people in the backfield. That far receiver was in the backfield.
I think Midland, yep, they're moving back. I think they know it's coming back.
And the thing is, on this far receiver, we saw it when he lined
Yeah.
up.
On the play, illegal procedure against the Knights.
Yep. Legal procedure on the Knights, the official call, 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd down and 14 for
A little tougher here for the Knights as Shockey will bring his team to the line of scrimmage. Play clock hasn't even reset yet. We're at 9:01 of the first half here in the second quarter. 9:01 before the halftime. As
Yeah.
Shockey comes in from the sideline.
They got 2 players on the field.
Nida and Branch. Branch slides in the backfield. Pistol formation. From the gun, taking the snap, keeping it himself. Rolls around the right, tucks
Nice
it last
block.
minute. Got a nice block. He's across the 25-yard line. Maybe 3 or 4, maybe about 7 yards. So it'll be 3rd and about 7 or 8.
That was a really good block
Yeah,
by
it's a good
Jaden
block.
Branch.
4th down. Braden Booth on the tackle for the Timberwolves. Clock rolls towards the 8-minute mark of the second quarter. 7-7 is your score. Timberwolves and the Knights knotted up here from the Wolves' Den.
Now, this is really where Midland should probably take a timeout. You notice number 2, Curtis Jones, is not in a game right now. I don't know if he's a little winded from that long run.
Logan Hobbs, the lone back. 2 wideouts to either side for the Knights. 4th down and 8. Noise from the Spring Valley sideline and bleachers. Rolling left is Shockey. Drops the football, and he's hit in the backfield. Ball goes out of bounds. Fumbled out of bounds, and it'll be Timberwolves football.
That play was messed up from the start.
Well, you said it yourself. They should have taken the timeout. There was communication problems in a few of the Knights' offense getting lined up, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Spring Valley Timberwolves after Shockey coughs it up. They'll have the football from their own 26-yard line.
And you knew what was going to happen, why this was kind of messed up from the time. The lead blocker went the wrong way. He went to the side, the quarterback didn't go, so he was pretty much, that was almost a naked boot to that side.
Back to work for the Spring Valley offense. In the backfield is Abercrombie alongside Smith. Smith back into the ball game from the shotgun. A wide out to each side for the Timberwolves. There's the snap into the hip pocket, firing left side. He's got a receiver, and it's caught on this far side and the near sideline here. It is caught by Tate Adkins. He's into Cabell Midland territory at the 42-yard line.
Now, let's give credit where credit's due. Last week, we were praising his defensive scheme. We thought it was innovative. We thought that they were well prepared, ready to go. This week, it looks like they've never played it before. I mean, there's a lot of missed assignments going on in that secondary.
Jaden Branch on the coverage. Ball's on the 42 for the Spring Valley Timberwolves. They got it 1st and 10 after a big gain to Tate Adkins from Jamison Smith. In the backfield is Abercrombie. Man in motion is Cole Ferguson. There's the snap. Hands it off to Abercrombie. Now looking for the hole in the slot. Cuts it out right towards the sideline. He got room to run on the sideline, dancing down the sideline, and he's taken out of bounds by
We got an injury.
Caden Bowen, and somebody's now on the turf.
That's Nida. He's holding his arm.
Nida's down on the turf. 7:31 left in this first half. So for the injury timeout, we'll take a timeout of our own and come back with more action here from the Wolves' Den. You're listening to Cabell Midland Football on 97.9 FM, The River.
If you've been in an accident, you know
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. You know, our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call to quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of it. I don't think they really wanna come against the winner, got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm aligned with the winner about the cage, honey.
Football on 97.9 The River.
Jamison Smith on 2nd and 2 looks for the end zone and was looking for Cole Ferguson. It falls incomplete. He let him out just a little too far, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Timberwolves. Landon Knight was the injured player for the Knights. He went off the field under his own power. Hopefully everything is okay for Landon. 7:25 left in this first half. We're knotted at 7. The Timberwolves have the ball, 3rd and 2 from the 35-yard line of the Knights. Yeah, Cole Ferguson was the intended receiver.
You know, the Spring Valley team has nothing to lose, and
they're
they're
laying it out there, man.
Yeah,
they're laying it out there. And no fault, absolutely. Play lights out. Abercrombie in the backfield. Smith sends Ferguson in motion. Abercrombie gets the call around the right side. Room to run. 1st down and more to the 30-yard line.
That's the 1st down for the Timberwolves.
He's taken down by Cabell Midland's number 41.
It's Carson Gu.
Trace Adkins also in on the stop for the Knights. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves from the 30-yard line. I really set up in the most poor position I could have tonight. I am the pole in the middle of this window. It's right in front
That's
of
okay.
me.
I can let you know what's going on.
I appreciate that. Back to work for this Timberwolf offense. Smith with Abercrombie in the backfield. 2 wideouts to either side. Check that. That's Ferguson in the backfield. Now looking to pass. Ball's tipped. Or wobbly pass. It's intercepted. Jaden Branch at the 10-yard line. Still on his feet to the 10, 15 and 20. Returns it to the 30, 35 and 40.
Baby.
Room to run. Stutter steps at the 45. Flags down back at the 33. Branch all the way across midfield.
Unnecessary penalty.
Yep. And he and number 36, which is Cam Purdue, jawed at each other, but the penalty back here at the 33 is absolutely unnecessary with the clip. I'm surprised they didn't throw one here because they've had some unsportsmanlike stuff going on after almost every play.
You can actually see it right here.
So the flag on the play is going to be that clip that you saw. I guarantee it.
And here's the thing about this. I'm going to go to a quote, and I've been saving this
for right now.
For right now. So this was a quote, courtesy of our friends at HD Media.
I like it.
And this is what was said about last week by the head coach. We played pretty well at times, but we had some lulls where we had good field position, didn't take advantage of it. We can't make stupid penalties like we did. There's a lot of room for improvement on defense. And if that's not a quote that he could use again this week, because they have taken themselves out of field position, a touchdown, and here field position on the on the turnover interception, just because they wanted to. Not that there was a need.
Mental mistakes.
Yeah, there was no need for this.
Heading towards the 6.5 mark of the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line for the Knights. Personnel changes and a timeout for the Timberwolves. We'll take a time out of our own and come back with more action here from the Wolves Den. You're listening to Cabell Midland Football on 97.9 FM, The River.
ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
6.
All right, here we go.
Brought to you by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger today. Nate Allen takes you home from work weekday afternoons right here on 97.9 The River.
1st and 10 for the Knights. Shockey takes the snap, passes towards the right sideline, and the catch is made at the 30 by Caden Pauley. A pickup of about 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. On the coverage for the Timberwolves is Braden Booth. Also on coverage was number 8, Garrett Wagner.
Game's about 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 at the 30.
Back to work. Jones gets the call on this play. Jones bulls forward. He's got the first down and more across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Tackle is going to be made by Braden Booth for the Timberwolves, but it's a first down for the Cabell Midland Knights. 6 minutes left in this first half. Your score is still 7-7.
I'm riding LL Cool J to the end zone.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Curtis Jones is going to take us to the end zone. I think they're going to have a heavy dose of run.
And the pistol formation. 2 backs in the backfield for Shockey and a wide out to either side. That's Caden Pauley and Caden Bowen. From the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw, firing right side. Pauley lays it out. Oh, he had it in his hands and he could not haul it in. Coverage provided by Bryce Fuller for the Timberwolves. It'll be 2nd and 10. A great pass, laid it right into the hands of Pauley, and it falls incomplete.
And I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep the Timberwolves honest on defense. But if you have a back like Curtis Jones, you got a line like Cabell Midland has, you just line them up. You know, you go double tight, you run.
Pauley here to the near side. Landon Knight is back in the ball game in the slot on the far side. Back to work for the Knights. Handoff is to Jones around the left side on the sweep. He's got a little room to run. He gets to the 40-yard line where he's taken out of bounds. In on coverage for the Timberwolves is Garrick McFeely. It'll bring up 3rd down. Not much going on that run. It'll bring up 3rd down. It's about 7.
Hey, this is where you got to blow them off the line. I'm still going to go with it.
Oh, absolutely. I think you're right. 5:20 left in this first half. Knotted up at 7 if you're just joining us here on 97.9 The River. Chris Tatum and Kent Bryson with you. The Knights and the Timberwolves doing battle here from the Wolves' Den. There's the snap. Keeper for Shockey around the left side, following Curtis Jones, still on his feet, stretches out.
He was down.
He was down, and he is close to the first down, but he's going to be shy by about a yard, maybe a half yard.
You got to go.
Have to.
Yeah.
Have to.
Heavy.
4th and short for the Knights. Clock rolling to the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. 4th and short for the Knights, just shy of that mark, officially a yard to go. Nose of that ball had another coat of leather on it. It'd be first down.
Here we go. They've got the big
Cannon
boy
Cannon Lewis in the backfield. Michael Lunsford to the short side right. A receiver, 2 receivers left, one to the right, near side right for Shockey. Shockey in the gun. Takes the snap, bobbles the pass, and fumbles the football. Still on the carpet. Spring Valley comes up with it. The snap went right over the shoulder of Shockey, and it's recovered by Spring Valley. And on the recovery was Braden Booth. Midland coughs up the football, and Spring Valley will have it 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, 34-yard line.
I think that was an unforced error because we're sitting there watching it, and we did not see anything that was out of the ordinary.
The snap just went right over his left shoulder. Second fumble and turnover for the Knights.
You know what they say, when you have a turnover, you immediately try for the kill shot. So let's look at what number 4 and number 7 line up here.
Timberwolf offense back out of the field. Smith with Abercrombie in the backfield. 2 receivers left, and Abercrombie. Ball's on the turf. Midland recovers on the ensuing play. It's recovered Wow.
Big Ruley.
Recovered by Gage Ruley, number 63.
Ruley.
2 plays, 2 fumbles.
Hey.
They exchanged the football. Now it's back into the hands of Cabell Midland from the 39-yard line. Gage Ruley picks up the fumble.
He said, Mama,
Trouble
look what I
on the
got.
exchange.
Well, back to what I was saying. After a turnover, you go for the big play.
Right? Yeah. Gage Ruley on the recovery for the Knights, and it'll be 1st and 10. What else? The lights have went out. Midland's turned the ball over twice, but gotten the ball back right after on the next play. So let's see what happens here. Curtis Jones in the backfield. Shockey in the pistol once again. Takes the snap. Keeps it himself around the left side. Room to run to the 45-yard line is where he's taken down. He'll get about 5 yards, maybe 6. It'll be 2nd down for the Knights after the quarterback keeper for Shockey.
And you would not expect Midland, being as senior-laden as they are, to play to the level of their competition, but there's been 2 turnovers for each side. Midland's had 4 fumbles. They lost 2.
Yeah.
1 went out of bounds, and they recovered 1.
On 4th down. Back to work, Shockey from the pistol again. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the near side right. There's the snap, hands it off. Curtis Jones bowling forward, 1st down across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 8 yards and move the sticks for the Knights.
And this has been their most effective play, running between the tackles. So the more things change, the more they stay the same.
I think that's accurate.
I think we have to do that.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
For a couple of reasons. One, to run out the clock, hopefully score by the end of the first half, but also to give your team a break. They've been going back and forth.
Lunsford from the short side with Jones in the backfield behind Shockey. There's the snap. Hands it off. Quick handoff to Jones. He gets about 2 yards, pulls forward, and he's stopped by Braden Casto for the Timberwolves.
All right, let's send in, 27? Who's coming in? 27? No, they're bringing in new linemen.
62 goes out. 67 comes in.
That's Elijah Foster.
Yep.
So I wonder if he's hurt. I wonder if Williams is hurt.
Oh, also, too, Landon Nida continues to play, so it's good to see him back out there. Lines up in the slot on the far side. Nothing too serious, which is good to see.
Midland's going to take a timeout.
Shockey from the gun. Play clock's at 9 and 8. Trying to draw the Timberwolves off sides. There's the snap. Keeps it himself. Gets a block. Now he's tripped up in the backfield. Flags fly. Shockey's got the 1st down and more to the 30-yard line of the Timberwolves, but the flag is back at the 45.
Illegal procedure? I don't think it
took
long enough though for a hold.
Not there. I think maybe it's not a hold, I don't think.
I was going to say the play didn't
Chop block?
Couldn't have been.
I didn't see.
They're moving them back, though.
Yep.
They don't know what was called either. Here we go.
Block in the back. Oh, hold. It was a hold. Wow. Good call. I didn't see it.
Here's the weird thing about it. That play was so quick. I don't know how anybody was held.
They're lining up very quickly. This off, and even though you would think there'd be more on the scoreboard, as quickly as both of these teams are lining up on offense and getting back to the line of scrimmage, they're both playing very high-tempo offense. 2nd and 16 for the Knights. 2:25 on a rolling clock here in the second quarter. Shockey in the gun, single back in the backfield. There's the pass, left side. He's got a man. That's Miles Meters, and Meters is going to pick up got 6, back to the original line of scrimmage, and a bit more. So it's going to be 3rd and 9, looks like, officially. 3rd and 9 officially for the Knights. The ball rests on the 47-yard line. 1:55 on a rolling clock here from the Wolves' den. 7-7 is your score. Shockey in the gun. Single back in the backfield, 2 wideouts to either side for the Knights. There's the snap. Looking to throw is Shockey. Rolling right. Going to tuck it and run. He's across the 45, cuts to the 40, 35, got the 1st down to the 30, 25, and is run out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. And on coverage for the Timberwolves was Dylan Robertson, but not before a big gain for Cabell Midland and a 1st down for Shockey.
You know what I was happy about? There was an opportunity all the way through there for a little jawing, a little talking, and there was a lot of restraint.
They got back to work.
Yeah, the game is 7-7.
Yeah.
Both of these teams think that they're up by 28.
Right.
The way they're talking.
Hobbs is the lone back for the Knights. 2 wideouts left, one here to the near side. Right is Caden Pauly. Nida and Bowen on the other side. There's the snap, hands it off. Getting the call that time was Logan Hobbs right up the middle. He found some room to run. He's tackled at the 10-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Knights.
Now, here's again, Spring Valley's bringing in their second defensive line. Their first guys are winded.
It is first down. Now they're moving the sticks. Ball's on the 11, so it'll be first and 10 for the Knights from the 11. Minute 25, clock rolls towards halftime here at the Wolves' Den. Shockey in the gun. Hobbs behind him. 2 wideouts left, one to the right side. Looking to pass is Shockey. Fires across the middle. It's broken up. Getting a hand on it for the Timberwolves is number 65. That is Braden Casto. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Knights.
Did you ever thought that you would say the Knights are on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10, and throwing the ball?
Right.
Out of shotgun with 4 receivers?
Curtis Jones checks back into the ball game. Shockey will settle in from the shotgun. Pauly here to the near side. Bowen to the far side left. Nida in the slot. Taking the snap. Keeps it himself.
He's in.
He is still on his feet towards the goal line. He dives for it, and he's going to come up just short of pay dirt.
It's a 1st and goal at the half-yard line?
It looks that way.
It does.
Shockey on the keeper gives them 1st and goal from about the half-yard line. Kent's going to pull out the binoculars. Those are the balls on the 1. 3rd and 1, they say. He didn't get it.
Well, they got 3 fullbacks. They're going heavy. This
Cannon Lewis in the backfield. Curtis Jones directly behind he and Shockey. There's the snap. Curtis Jones gets the call untouched into the end zone from a yard out. Curtis Jones picks it up with 34 seconds left in this half.
This guy was laying on him. Man, all right, there's got to be something that's done here. The Spring Valley players are laying on the Midland players. They won't get off their feet. The O-line's complaining.
We've got Tony Hornbuckle to put the ball through the uprights and put the exclamation point on the touchdown by Curtis Jones. Hornbuckle waits on the snap. To hold will be Caden Bowen.
Their shorter player.
Yep, they're calling for somebody from the sideline.
I can tell you who they're missing,
Are they taking a timeout? They're going to have to.
Yeah, but they are missing either – something's wrong with Nethercutt's equipment. He was asking for something. He was saying he didn't have it. I don't know if it's a T or they're missing an extra wing player. It's a T.
How they're still calling for somebody from the sideline.
They're missing the T. They haven't scored so long, they lost the T.
Yeah, that's what they're waiting on. Now some personnel changes as well, looks like. Or personnel.
They're going
coming
two.
Out of the
They're
field.
going for 2. I think
Hornbuckle came off.
All of them came off. They lost the T.
So Shockey and Curtis Jones are back out on the field. They are, in fact, going to go for 2. .34 seconds left in this first half, and now they are taking a timeout.
Oh yeah,
Cabell Midland
is a risky play.
Yep. Cabell Midland is taking a timeout after all the confusion. 34 seconds left. A 1-yard touchdown run for Curtis Jones makes it 13-7. The confusion was over the T, not being able to find the T.
The kicker has it now. It's in his hands.
All right. So they will likely, likely.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? So they call out. When they called him back, they call out the number 1 offense.
Yep.
Well, the holder is the number 1 slot. So he went back over to help the kicker find the T. So they were still a man short.
We have a scoring update from Huntington South Charleston. It is 86-0 at halftime. Hurricane over Capital, 65-0.
They got to call that game.
They got to call both of those games.
Listen,
I think somebody went home.
I'm just going to let you know. They went out and found the actor who was in Rocky 3.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony, he's throwing the towel right now.
Right. Mick.
Yeah.
Mick, throw the towel.
We're FedExing it to South Charleston.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Apollo Creed's throw the towel, throw the towel.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. All right, now, Shockey comes out. They are, in fact, going to go for 2. Curtis Jones will line up in the backfield. Michael Lunsford to the short side right. Landon Nida lines up, going back over to the left side in the slot.
They're still short
now
players. They're short.
Yeah. Now Nida's going to line up on the near side here close to us. Alongside him is Meters. Shockey in the gun, takes the snap, looking, big hole for him. He scampers into the end zone, virtually untouched for 2. Make it 15-7. We'll keep it right here. We've only got 34 seconds left before the halftime. So the 2-point conversion is good to make it 15-7. Shockey on the keeper. Lots of confusion after Curtis Jones' touchdown on finding the tee and then deciding whether they're going to go for 2 or kick it. Let Tony Hornbuckle kick the extra point.
Now, this game is not over, okay?
Oh, without a doubt.
And part of the situation here, last week, Spring Valley's best offensive play was kickoff return. I mean, they broke some for long, long distances. And, again, you're seeing, what is that? Spring Valley is not a bad team. They're just a young team. They're inexperienced at this particular point. But they got a lot of heart, and they're playing, like I said, it is as if they're the team that came off a dominant victory week 1 versus a massive loss. They're playing with no fear.
Hurricane leads Capital 65-0 now.
Hornbuckle kicking off for.
It's like a tote board. It's a Labor Day Jerry Lewis telethon.
Right.
They just tweet when they score another touchdown.
Tony Hornbuckle to kick it away. Abercrombie and Dixon are deep to receive for the Timberwolves. 34 ticks left in this first half. Tony Hornbuckle set to kick it away. The Knights lead at 15-7 as we head towards halftime. Kick goes to the 23-yard line where the fair catch is made. And it's pulled down by Logan Harris. And the Knights defense will make their way out of the field. The Timberwolves offense will have 34 seconds to work with.
No timeouts.
Before halftime and no timeouts. Cabell Midland, ironically, we were talking about them not using any timeouts, and then on the extra point is where they had to finally use one.
I think they used maybe, 2?
Timberwolf offense back out on the field. Smith will keep a single back in the backfield. That's Abercrombie. Looks like they're just going to take a knee and head to the house.
I don't know.
Well, they've got 21 seconds. They do, in fact, take the knee. They'll let that play clock reset after a few ticks off the game clock, and that will do it for the first half, I think. Yeah, they're going to let this one roll off to 0.
Are you shocked about that?
Nope.
I am.
I'm not.
I am because, I mean, you have to teach a team to win. And the way this game is going, you could at least put yourself into a positive fixture, maybe to kick a field goal. You never can tell what's going to happen.
True story. We will come back with scoring updates from around the area as we enter halftime here from the Wolves' Den. With your score, Cabell Midland 15 and Spring Valley 7. We'll come back with a halftime report and much more here from Spring Valley High School on 97.9 The River.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
At Food Fair, fresh produce means we use local farmers and agriculture to provide the best for your family, from the farm into your hands. Convenience means providing cut-and-ready fruits and vegetables that give your family freshness without the prep time. By downloading the Food Fair app, you can shop fresh, collect cart cash rewards, and even have freshness delivered right to your door. Download the Food Fair app today and start shopping. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
Hi, I'm Tarambus Patrick from Charleston, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Palmar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at your local Palmar store. We are coming to your neighborhood soon. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Maryland, we have you covered. Download the Palmar app and sign up for the Palmar Rewards Card. Food, gas, groceries, and more, we are gold and blue proud, and we are Palmar stores.
If there's not a Palmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important.
Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Barboursville Fall Fest 2023 is coming. Wednesday, September 27th through September the 30th. Carnival rides Wednesday through Saturday and the parade on Thursday. Friday night, September 29th, it's Burning Ridge and Madhouse. And on Saturday, September 30th, the Village of Barboursville welcomes country superstar Chris Cagle live. Chris Cagle. There'll be arts and crafts, a car show, and so much more. Fall Fest 2023 in the Village of Barboursville, September 27th through the 30th.
Under the direction of West Bullington, Emma Dilly, Emily Hall Aloof, and Bailey Sanders, please welcome the Spring Valley High School Timberwolves Marching Band. Band's led on the field by field commanders Jordan Drake and Nate Canterbury. Tonight for your halftime entertainment, the Marching Timberwolves will be performing selections from their 2023 show titled The Night.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week is presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute. Fueled by your neighborhood Par-Mart store. If there's not a Par-Mart store near you now, there will be soon. And sponsored by Huntington Highway Safety Distracted Driving, Chase and Elkin State Farm, Tax Masters Pro Books, and Kid Sale.
The culture here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on the other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
Suffered an injury at the hands of another? Fighting to receive Social Security disability benefits? Under stress? Wondering how your bills will be paid and if justice will be served? Let the staff at Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law help. Ken Hicks and Jared Hicks, trusted lawyers in Huntington, have earned their reputation by representing clients for nearly 3 decades, serving West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. Call today for your free consultation. Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law. Let their experience be your guide. A proud Spring Valley High School supporter.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Going to turn over a touchdown.
Fans, we want to give a big thank you to Sheets West End and Rocky Tops of Buffalo for feeding the Spring Valley football team this week. Support the businesses who support our kids. Time to take a look at high school football scores from around West Virginia. We start in Class AAA. In South Charleston tonight at halftime. This is a real score, folks. Huntington 86, South Charleston 0. Final score, Martinsburg beats Stonebridge, Virginia.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union has been serving the Huntington community for 70 years and is proud to announce our newest location in Lavallette. We look forward to bringing the residents of Wayne County a modern banking facility, a full range of services, advanced technology, expert financial advice, community involvement, and even a smart coffee kiosk cafe. Learn more about Metro Community Federal Credit Union online at metrocommunityfcu.com. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
Looking for fair prices, professional service, and the most customer-friendly shop in the tri-state? Then Freedom Gun & Pawn in Lavallette is your kind of place. Freedom Gun & Pawn has the best selection of new, pre-owned, and vintage firearms, plus a large stock of ammo and accessories. Freedom Gun & Pawn is everything you want in a gun and pawn shop. Freedom Gun & Pawn, proud to support our local high schools and communities. Across from Food Fair in Lavallette, online at freedomgunandpawn.com.
You know, Spring Valley has kept this game where it is competitive because of the turnovers, not that Midland gave them, but that they actually forced with tempo, scheme, and different things like that. So At this point, I think it's going to be who can maintain ball security. You have to admit that is a key aspect. The turnovers are 2 over 2.
You got to think, too, who gets into a rhythm? Because there's really no rhythm to this ball game for either offense. I mean, it's been so choppy. And, again, the turnovers contribute to that. But I'm going to be honest with you, sloppy play on both sides. I mean, I don't think there's been not really great execution on either side, on either front offensively, Spring Valley or Midland.
And I think Midland has – probably the one thing that I can imagine their coaching staff's upset with would have to be the turnovers, particularly the timing and location.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week is presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute. Fueled by your neighborhood Par-Mart store. If there's not a Par-Mart store near you now, there will be soon. And sponsored by Huntington Highway Safety Distracted Driving, Chase & Elkin State Farm, Tax Masters Pro Books, and Kid Sale.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
At Food Fair, fresh produce means we use local farmers and agriculture to provide the best for your family, from the farm into your hands. Convenience means providing cut-and-ready fruits and vegetables that give your family freshness without the prep time. By downloading the Food Fair app, you can shop fresh, collect cart cash rewards, and even have freshness delivered right to your door. Download the Food Fair app today and start shopping. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless... Is that a real song?
I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Piggy Bag.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Suffered an injury at the hands of another? Fighting to receive Social Security disability benefits. Under stress? Wondering how your bills will be paid and if justice will be served? Let the staff at Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law help. Ken Hicks and Jared Hicks, trusted lawyers in Huntington, have earned their reputation by representing clients for nearly 3 decades, serving West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. Call today for your free consultation. Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law. Let their experience be your guide. A proud Spring Valley High School supporter.
Hi, this is JJ Roberts from Huntington, and when I'm back home, you will find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
And execute.
You can even see the sidelines for the Spring Valley sideline. They're lively. They're excited. Midland hasn't said a word. They came out.
Hopefully that's their serious face.
Well, we'll go with I think there was probably words enough that were said at halftime.
Yep. Well, like I said, and we both said during the break, you know that Luke was having some pretty serious conversations in that locker room this evening. But it's all going to be about tempo and rhythm. They came out running their offense quick, getting back to the line after a play, trying to run a high-tempo offense, quick plays. It didn't work for the Timberwolves or the Knights. So execution is going to be the key here in the second half as there was a lot of sloppy football played in the first half. We are 12 minutes on the clock. Spring Valley will receive the opening kick here in the second half. We welcome to the broadcast here on 97.9 The River as well. Those of you watching and listening on the Facebook page, and to those of you watching on Video Productions YouTube channel as well. Our feed going through that broadcast this evening. So welcome to all of you listening to 97.9 The River. We thank you for that. Deep to receive for the Timberwolves is Gabe Dixon and also Garrett Wagner. Tony Hornbuckle will kick it off for the Knights. He'll come and tee it up right on the 40-yard line.
I can tell you right now, I'm sitting here looking up his kickoff coverage team. There's a lot of starters on this coverage
yes,
team.
You're right.
I think they ran out to the field to get away from the sidelines.
It is Wagner and Dixon deep to receive. Hornbuckle in formation to start the second half. Ball's on the tee. Hornbuckle's kick should go to the right side around the 30, 25 or 30-yard line, and that's going to be, they are going to pooch it. It's going to go deep this time to the 12. That's where it's picked up by Wagner. Wagner around the right side, 30 and 35. He's got a blocker to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, one man to beat. The stiff arm, and he's taken down at the 5-yard line, taken down by a touchdown-saving tackle by Zach Ramey.
He is hurt. It looked almost like a horse collar, and you have to understand.
But he was a stiff arm. The stiff arm was out.
But I told you he's a baseball player by trade, and so that was kind of awkward.
It was a great run back, but it was awkward the way that if you see how it wasn't like a horse collar. He got the stiff arm as he was coming down around the 15.
Yeah, he was stiff arm. He's fighting him, but he went down.
And then
he
landed
on his leg.
Yeah, he did lay down on his leg.
So when he went down, the defender landed on his leg and pulled him back.
Back. The defender was again, that was Zach Ramey, number 6, and they are tending to Garrett Wagner on the injury right around the 5-yard line. He's on the turf. Their training staff is over there. Just underway here in the second half, and he's up.
He's up.
That's good. Good sign. Good sign. Everything's good. He gets a round of applause from the Timberwolves sideline as well as the Midland sideline. A nice return all the way to the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 8 for the Timberwolves on the ensuing kickoff here in the second half. 15-7 your score. The Timberwolves have great field position on Wagner's return.
He has the ball first and goal at the 8-yard line.
Jameson Smith brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Abercrombie to his left in the backfield. He settles in from the gun. Here to the near side right is Bryce Fuller. 2 wideouts to the far side left. There's the snap. Hands it off. Abercrombie around the right side. Got room to run. He's taken out of bounds around, and now there's little post play activity in the corner of the end zone. And he's taken out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
I think on that particular play, Midland was either short or their formation was off. The outside receiver closest to the Midland sideline was uncovered. And I don't think Spring Valley could make that adjustment, but there was no one out there.
So we're second goal from the 3 for the Timberwolves. Wide out to the far side is Tate Adkins. Here to the near side is Fuller. Smith in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off. Abercrombie gets the call, and he is down at the 1.
They're
going to bring up third down and goal from the 1. Clock rolls inside the 11:30 mark of the third quarter. Just underway here from the Wolves' Den. The opening kickoff return to the 8-yard line. They look at 3rd and 1 inside the 1. Cannon Lewis on the tackle. Stopped Abercrombie just shy of the goal line.
And last week when they were in this situation, they used number 36. Look for number 36 or 22 to actually come in. Those are the big backs for Spring Valley, and they are not in the game.
Abercrombie, the lone back. Smith under center, takes the snap, tries to go in himself. Cabell Midland stands him up. Flags fly.
He didn't get in.
And I don't think they're going to – yep, there's the signal.
No, he didn't get in. They actually –
signal here from the near sideline.
Yeah, they blew the whistle.
Yeah, they have blown the whistle. There's a flag right at the 1-yard line as well. Not sure.
He's calling sideline warning, but that means it's a
touchdown.
No,
there's a penalty. It'll cost them 5 yards, so the ball will be put on the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Okay, I watched the official make the signal. He made a sideline warning signal. But I
never got a call from the referee.
No, but
he brought the ball out to the 5 and just laid it down.
So maybe illegal formation.
Maybe. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5. 10:49 left in this third quarter. 15-7 your score. The Timberwolves looking for pay dirt. Smith in the gun alongside his Abercrombie. There's the snap, looking to throw. Smith giving chases Lunsford. Lunsford can't get a hand on him. Now he breaks away from a tackle. He's going to be taken down by Curtis Jones inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Jones on the tackle.
See how much faith his coach has in his young team.
It'll be 4th and goal at the 3 officially.
They're going for it.
Smith brings the play in from the sideline. Clock rolls to the 10-minute mark of the third quarter.
Midland's
4th and goal from the 3-yard line. The Timberwolves hit the line of scrimmage. Smith from the gun, Abercrombie to his left. Trying to draw Midland off sides, and they're going to call the timeout. We'll take a timeout of our own and come back with more action here from the Wolves Den on 97.9 The River.
Little General Stores and Arby's on Route 60 in Ona. Say good
They come back, look for the sweep to the short side.
100 locations across West Virginia.
They only had
In an ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Yards as well. 5-yard penalty cost them a few yards, but Midland has been maintaining their hold to keep them out of the end zone here on this drive.
And I really think the key on this play coming up, this 4th down play, is going to be number 4, Abercrombie. The last setup, it looked like they were going to go short side on a sweep or handoff because they're overloading the opposite side.
There's the snap to Smith, looking to pass, fires for the end zone, and sandwiched between 2 Midland Knights, and a flag comes out. I can't believe it. The pass was intended for Bryce Fuller. That was clean coverage. They sandwiched him as the ball got to him.
And I actually think the receiver actually went into the contact on this. Yeah, it was the receiver.
I'm going to say, that's not.
And there was no extension of the arms by the Midland defender.
None.
There was just, he just ran in and hit him in the stomach. They should really pick this up.
Pass interference is going to be called on the Knights. That is a terrible call. So the penalty will be placed at the 2, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 2.
All right, this is kind of one of those things where you hope that,
Smith will bring the play in from the sideline. Also committed the ball game is Gary McFeely. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 2.
Heavy eye.
2 backs directly behind Smith in the backfield. McFeely behind, and McFeely gets the call. He's into the end zone, touchdown. 2-yard touchdown by Garrett McFeely. Puts 6 on the board for the T-Wolves. 9:50 mark of the third quarter is where that touchdown comes after a wild drive for the Timberwolves.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this game has had anything and everything.
Everything you could want, or not want, as it may be. Timberwolves are going for the tie on the 2-point conversion try. Smith brings the play in from the sideline. 15-13. They're successful on the 2-point conversion. It's a tie ball game. McFeely alongside Smith to his right. A wide out to either side. They send a man in motion. There's the snap. Abercrombie gets the call. He's inside the 5. He's upended, and the Midland Knights hold. And at the 9:50 mark of the third quarter, the 2-point conversion fails. Your score, Cabell Midland 15, Spring Valley 13. We'll come back with more action here on 97.9 The River.
If you've been in an accident, you know
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless...
Is that a real song?
I think she liked it. Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Biggie Bag.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles an hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field, blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
Cabell Midland football on 97.9 The River.
We're back to action here from the Wolves' Den. Deep to receive, Jaden Branch and Landon Nida. After the two-point conversion fails for the Timberwolves, it is 15-13. The Knights lead it here from the campus of Spring Valley High School. Chris Tatum and Kent Bryson with you. Jason Toy, missing him again this week, off doing NASCAR, so safe travels to him.
Did he bring our cup?
I don't know. I didn't see him, actually. I'm going to say yes, just to cover for him. And now Branch is going to take the ball at the 5, out across the 15 and 20. 25, got room to run to the 30, cuts back to the right, and is tackled at the 35-yard line. The tackle is going to be made by Spring Valley's Connor Marshall. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights from officially the 34-yard line.
And if you look at the energy in this particular game, every tackle that Spring Valley is making, every play that they're making, they seem to be more and more energized on that Spring Valley sideline.
Yep.
What? He's got a cramp or something?
He's
kid
down.
just went down.
It has to be a cramp, right? Yeah, he's cramping up. They're going to stretch him out. And it's warm. We were talking about how hot it was last week, and they moved the game back to 8 o'clock last week, but it was no less cooler here at the start of this game. Sun was out, and it was really hot. Even on Bermuda grass, it was hot for those kids, and staying hydrated certainly is one of those things you have to do in these early games in the season. 9:43 left in this third quarter. The Knights lead at 15-13. That last touchdown, a 2-yard touchdown run by Garrett McFeely for the Timberwolves. They tried to go for 2 to tie it up. The 2-point conversion failed, and that's where we rest now at 15-13. The Knights lead it here from the campus of Spring Valley High School. Coming off with a little bit of assistance was Braden Booth for the Timberwolves. He's going to come over, and they're going to stretch him out here on the sidelines. That right leg is what he's holding there.
And actually, Braden Booth has played a very strong corner tonight. I mean, he's
had several tackles. We've mentioned his name a number of times.
He's talked it and walked it.
He has. Night offense now back to work. Shockey in the gun with Curtis Jones behind him and a wide out to either side. There's the snap. Jones gets the call. He's upended after a couple of 3 yards. And Curtis Jones will be marked at we'll call it the 38. So give him 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And back to what we were saying when you were sitting here looking, the energy level is not being matched. So this is a very important drive for Midland.
Back to work for Shockey in the pistol formation. Lunsford to the right. Curtis Jones in the backfield. 2 wideouts this time to the right. Looking to throw Shockey from behind. And he throws the ball. He gets it away. And he's got Caden Pauly. And it might have been, and it is intercepted.
Oh, my God.
It is intercepted by Garrett Wagner. He tore the ball away from Caden Pauly. Intercepted at the 28-yard line. That was going to be a huge gain for the Knights. And Pauly is hurt on the turf at the 28. A interception for Garrett Wagner turns the ball back over to the Timberwolves.
Wagner may have to go to football instead of baseball. I mean,
he's had a good night, man. He's had a great night. He set up that last touchdown, and he actually pulls that interception away from Caden Pauly. Pauly hurt on the play as the training staff comes over to tend to him.
Now, when that play originated, we really thought that Shockley was going to get sacked because number 10.
He was wrapped up.
Yeah, Dylan Robinson actually had him. Shockey shook him off, stood tall in the pocket, and delivered it.
Yeah, great. And he threw a strike to Caden Pauly.
Right there.
Yeah. Threw a strike to Caden Pauly, and Garrett
Wagner.
Yeah, Garrett Wagner's the one who took the ball away from Pauly for the interception. And now Pauly is going to get up and walk off the field under his own power. Good to see that. Coach Salmon's out there talking to him as he'll jog it off to the sideline. But the turnover will put the Spring Valley offense back out on the field. The interception at the 28-yard line is where both Garrett Wagner and Caden Pauly fell to the turf, and that's where the Timberwolves will take over 1st and 10 with 9:07 left in this third quarter. 15-13 is your score. From the gun is Smith. Single back set. Man in the slot, 2 wideouts right, looking to throw. Right sideline, he's got Abercrombie, and Abercrombie makes the catch at the 37-yard line. No, they're going to say incomplete. The ball falls out of the hands of Abercrombie. Boy, he had a good look at it. He had it.
Oh, he had it.
Until he didn't.
Ray
yeah.
jarred it loose. But
that's a great – and Abercrombie's had a great game too. Smith threw a strike to him, just could not connect, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
And you could tell what they were doing because of the way they lined up and the way Midland was reacting to it. They're going to do the same thing again. Until Midland shows that they can stop them over the top, they're going to continue to do it because it's going to slow down that Midland rush.
Well, they stack 2 here to the near side. They're going in with a 3-man formation here to the near side right. Single man on the far side left. Single back in the backfield. Cannon Lewis spying the coverage. There's the handoff. Cut back and across the 35 to the 40-yard line. That was Garrett McFeely. And that's close to a first down. He's going to get the first down. And they're going to mark it back at the 39, maybe 38. Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah,
Sticks move. So a first down for the Timberwolves. They waited a minute to give it to him, but they finally gave it to him. 1st and 10 for the T-Wolves at the 38. 8.5 to go in this third quarter. Midland leads it 15-13. Timberwolves with the football. Smith keeps it himself around the right side. Room to run, 40. And he's wrapped up and tackled by Branch here on the near side at the 43 and 44-yard line is where they're going to mark him down.
That was
so
a good
5-yard pickup, and it was
Jaden.
A great open field tackle by Jaden Branch. 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 up to the 44. 2nd and 5 for Spring Valley.
Midland looks like they're sleepwalking right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. 7:58, clock rolls here in the third quarter. 15-13 your score. Timberwolves with the football, down by 2. Smith in the gun, takes the snap. Actually, that is not Smith. That is Liam McGuire around the right side. He goes in the open field across midfield to the 45 to the 42-yard line where he's running out of bounds. But there's a flag down, and 2 players, one from Midland and one from Spring Valley, on the 40 and 44-yard lines respectively.
They're cramping.
It's a cramp for
it's a hold.
The Midland player, and you've got a hold for the flag. And I'm not sure what they're tending to for the Spring Valley player.
He fell down after the play. I don't know if he hurt his arm.
He's on it, laying on his right side. Flag is still resting on the 41-yard line. So it was 2nd and 4 for the play, and they're tending to the injured player from Spring Valley's right knee, it looks like.
Maybe they're just trying to run out of cramp, but they removed his pads, and they're checking the knee.
So Midland's, there was number 51 for Midland, Braylon Ryder, had a cramp issue. He's up. He'll run it off to the sideline. Good to see him up. Cramp issue. Good to see that. Nothing serious. Luke Sammons comes out to talk to him. And then Spring Valley, they're still tending to the injured player from Spring Valley. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back with more action here from the Wolves Den on 97.9 The River.
That is your ticket. Bring it up to the press box to claim your prize.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
He plays a lot.
contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Brought to you by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger today.
Dave Allen takes you home from work. Weekday afternoons right here on 97.9 The River.
Chris Tatum and Kent Bryson back with you here at the Wolves Den. The injured Spring Valley Timberwolf was Tucker Hammond. They'll take him off the field on the golf cart, but he's sitting. They don't have him lay down on a stretcher, but they're going to bring him over to the sideline and check him out on the training table. They were tending to that right knee, so hopefully nothing serious. Back to work for this Spring Valley offense, and in calling the signals now is Liam McGuire for the Timberwolves. Single back to his left, 3 wideouts left and 1 to the right side. There's the snap. McGuire looking to throw. Fires across midfield. Got a receiver. It's Abercrombie up in the air and catches it. Breaks a tackle. He's gone to the end zone. And McGuire goes all the way for the score. 66 yards on the reception. Touchdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, let's give credit where credit's due. That was an incredible catch.
It was a great catch.
The Midland players thought that his knee was down, and they stopped tackling, and he just kept going. And that's nothing but heart right there. When you sit there looking at it, we knew coming in he was a player for us to watch. We knew what was going to happen once he got the ball in his hands because he was that electric, and he has shown it tonight.
7:29 mark of the third quarter. Spring Valley goes up 19-15, and now the extra point on the way for the T-Wolves. Ball's down, kick is up. It is in and good. Your score with 7:29 left in the third quarter. Spring Valley 20, Cabell Midland 15. Back with more action here on 97.9 The River.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Now featuring Scraggle Pop. Stop by 7-Eleven on your way to work or school for fresh hot coffee and Paradise Donuts. 7-Eleven on the
33-11.
Gotcha.
Go Knights.
You're listening to Midland Football on 97.9 The River.
67-yard touchdown pass from Liam McGuire to Abercrombie. They hit pay dirt. The extra point's good. Makes it 20-15. Deep to receive. The kickoff now is Landon Knight and Jaden Branch. The kick is in the air. It's going to go to the 33-yard line where it's fair caught by Cabell Midland's Aiden Ray.
Reynolds kickoff. Fair caught by
All right.
Aiden Ray.
This is going to be going back to basics.
It's a wild football game,
let's
man.
just go back to step one. Run the ball.
Something's got to happen.
Yeah, run the ball.
20-15 is your score after a huge pitch and catch from
Bring it up to the press box if you got it.
Liam McGuire to
$744.
Jalen Abercrombie. Exclamation point tacked on, makes it 20-15. 7:29 left in the third. Midland offense back on the field. Shockey takes the snap in the gun, keeps it himself. Little room to run, finds a hole, and he's out to about the 40-yard line on the keeper. Give him about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Run the rock.
Right. Here on the near sideline, Caden Bowen, the wide out. Pistol formation. They send Branch in motion. They'll hand it off to Curtis Jones, or rather keeper again. And on the option, the quarterback keeper, he's close to the first down mark, but I think he's just shy. It'll bring up 3rd and short.
And we're going to run the ball. I got to say, Midland has been first down.
Oh, they did. He did get it. They did give it to him. It's a big first down after the quarterback keeper. Move the sticks for the Knights. They'll go back to work. Back to work for Shockey. Shockey takes a snap.
Fumble
on the
and
now Shockey falls on it, but trouble on the exchange between he and Curtis Jones. Shockey falls on it back at the 35-yard line.
The ball was pulled late.
So 7-yard loss, and you're right, the ball was pulled late.
At the 36.
The Midland sidelines, the Midland fans, eerily silent. I mean, you can hear everything.
Not sure what too many men on the field. They're flagging Midland. At least the officials out there counting. Yeah, you see some of the coaches out there not happy. 12 on the field for Midland. That'll back it up even more. 5 yards. The mental mistakes cannot happen. 2nd and 22.
There's another flag. Somebody ran their mouth.
Oh, my.
They're about to get ejected.
Another flag on the play.
And Midland, they are pleading their case with the officials.
There's going to get another one coming. Somebody needs to go off the field.
They absolutely are.
And that's my guy. You know, Matt's my guy. But Matt's got to calm him down. You cannot put your team in that situation.
Dead ball unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Cabell Midland.
Wow.
That's 15 yards.
15 yards.
That's their second one tonight.
2nd and 37 for the Knights. 6:05 left in this third quarter that is going on forever after all these flags. 20-15 your score. The Timberwolves lead it here at the Wolves Den, and a series of penalties now make it 2nd and 37. The ball is on the 15-yard line.
I think whoever did it is getting a conversation, and it looks like it's directed towards the center. I think he's getting told one more word. There's one. Well, I'm still going to go run the ball.
2nd and 37 for the Knights as the offense is now back in formation. Curtis Jones, the lone back. 2 wideouts to either side for the Knights. Shockey in the gun. There's the snap. Hands it off. Jones, a little bit of room to run. He's out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. 7 yards on the play for the Knights. Make it 2nd and 30, or 3rd and 30.
Another penalty?
There's an equipment issue. Timberwolf has his helmet off. He has to come out. The helmet is off. He has to come out.
All right, so let's look at this. The last time we were here 2 years ago.
But he doesn't have to come out.
What was most effective for us is that, if you remember, Mason Moran took a pitch twice and took it for like 124 yards. It was like a touchdown, and then he got us down to the goal line. We don't have the ability to do a pitch with one back, but if they could get something to the outside, I think it would be beneficial for them in this series.
Same formation, 2 wideouts to either side. Jones in the backfield. Shockey looking to pass from the gun. Tucks it. He bounces off a defender. Now he's going to be taken down to the backfield. Flags fly at the 15-yard line. The referee threw the flag. He's sacked in the backfield, but flags flew early.
I think they're calling either holding.
Jackson Green makes that stop for Spring Valley. A flag on the play.
It's going to be declined if it is. Let's see.
Well, the lead official, a hold on the Knights, it will be declined.
The penalty is declined. 4th down.
It'll be 4th down for the Knights. 4th and a mile for the Knights. 5:29 left on the clock here in the third. And here comes the punt team. That Midland sideline is eerily quiet, and the bleachers too.
Absolutely. But the good thing about this is it's only third quarter.
Right, you're right. Plenty of time. Plenty of time for the Knights. As now Shockey prepares the punt for the Knights. 4th and 34 officially. Deep to receive is Abercrombie. Kick is away. Spiraling floating kick is going to take a bounce. And it'll be down by Cabell Midland's
J.J. Lewis.
J.J. Lewis at the 42-yard line. And that's where the Timberwolves will take over. 1st and 10. 20-15 your score if you're just joining us here from the Wolves Den. The Timberwolves leading the Knights here in the third quarter. 5:14 left in this third quarter, as a matter of fact, as the Timberwolf offense comes back out on the field.
And this is really gut check time. I mean, this is early to say this in this game, but you have played flat outside of 1 or 2 series in the second quarter. I mean, this third quarter has been flat from start to finish. And Spring Valley scored, 2 touchdowns in this quarter.
Liam McGuire calling the signals for the Timberwolves. He'll send 2 wideouts here to the near side, one to the far side left. Single back and a man to the short side left for the Timberwolves. There's the snap. Hands it off. That's Abercrombie giving chase in the backfield, and he's going to be taken down for, well, he's still on his feet. Now he's finally going to be taken down. Jaden Branch, Cannon Lewis, and also
Landon Nida.
Trace Adkins, Landon Nida in on that tackle. Abercrombie was slippery back there, but a big loss back to the 33-yard line.
That's because this kid believes.
9-yard loss back to the
9-yard loss, 10-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 20. Ball's on the 30, back the 33-yard line. 2nd and 19. Clock rolls at the 4:30 mark here in the third quarter. Timberwolves with the football and the lead, 20-15 over the Knights. Back to work for the Timberwolves. Abercrombie will line up in the slot. Single back for McGuire. That is Garrick McFeely. He'll get the call.
Ooh.
And he's hit hard at the line of scrimmage, but he pushes forward for a couple yards to the, we'll call it the 37. Tackles made by Cannon Lewis.
Now, that's actually, for those 2 plays in this series, that looks like what we saw last week.
Yeah. 3rd down and 16.
3rd down for the Timberwolves.
Capital beat Hurricane 93-70 as the scoring update. Wowee.
There's somebody's getting a letter next week.
You think?
Somebody's getting a letter.
2 wideouts to the far side left. Actually, Abercrombie's going to line up in the slot. Single receiver here to the near side right. McGuire in the gun. Takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Around the right side, giving chase, and he's going to be chased out of bounds. Trace Adkins, and also helping taking him out of bounds was Logan Hobbs. He gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Actually, he's got a pretty good spot to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and about 8.
Also Trace Adkins. 4th down for the Timberwolves.
This is interesting. Their starting quarterback is their long snapper.
Oh, yeah?
As number 2
I
out
see
there.
it, yep. 4th down and 8 from the 44, and Jamison Smith will be the long snapper. Punt formation is Micaiah Riddle.
Riddle in punt formation.
Riddle takes it right at the shoulder pad, kicks it away. Wobbly kick, and they're going to let it bounce and inside and goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So the punt goes to the 15. Riddle's punt, nice punt for the Timberwolves. And the Knights will take over 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
I'm looking at the lineup to see if they made any changes. Looks like they're coming out in their base.
3:19 left in this third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Knights from their own 15. Quarterback in the pistol formation. Jones in the backfield behind Shockey. Shockey upended. Jones gets a little room to run and gets out across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
That was a number
nice
3.
Little pickup.
That was a nice tackle by number 3, Brave Roof, for the Timberwolves.
Ball at the 23.
Ball rests on the 23-yard line. 2nd and officially 3. From the gun, Shockey takes the snap, keeps it himself. He gets the first down and more across the 30, 35 and 40. One man to beat, 45 and 50, 45. Dances his way out of bounds. He's taken out of bounds by Garrett Wagner. But a big first down into Timberwolf territory to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. We keep going up the middle, we keep dropping back the pass, but that outside is open. Spring Valley is selling out on that blitz, at least the blitz between those 2 defensive ends. So if you can get something to the outside and make them run, you're going to get a lot of yards.
Big chunk of yardage there on the quarterback keeper for Shockey. They get to the 43-yard line of the Timberwolves, 1st and 10. In the pistol formation, 2 wideouts right, 1 to the near side left. There's the snap, looking to throw. Fires right side. Landon Knight has got a hold of it. Dances his way past some coverage. He's to the 40-yard line where he's upended. He'll pick up about 3 or 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And see, this is one of the few times on that particular play that you saw Spring Valley go with cover 0. There was no safety over the top, which meant that they were selling out, or they felt that they could stop Midland in that 4-4 stack.
Morgantown comes back to beat Bridgeport 22-14. 93-7 was your final score, Hurricane over Capital. Martinsburg, that's a final as well, 41-7 over Stonebridge. Huntington is in the fourth quarter, still 86-0 over South Charleston. Oak Hill 27-26 over Independence. Out of Class AA, a squeak by win for Oak Hill. Hedgesville over Keyser, out of Class AA, 25-7. Ripley losing to Buckhannon Upshur 42-3 in the fourth quarter. Let's see if we get some other updates. Parkersburg South 57-27 over University. That is in the fourth quarter. A final from Princeton. They're over Bluefield 27-6. Wheeling Park, number 8 in Class AAA, 49-8. Sharonda, Virginia, 34-28 over number 9 Jefferson. That's a final. That's a 3 overtime game. A final, Musselman over Loudoun Valley, Virginia, 22-15. Paul Blazer, 42-21 over GW. That's a final. Brooke is also a final over Indian Creek, Ohio, 28-7. Parkersburg 47-0 over Riverside. That's a final. Back to work goes the Midland Knight offense. Shockey takes the snap, hands it off. Jones gets the call, and he's got the first down and just a bit more. Give him about 7 or 8 yards. It'll be move the sticks and a first down for the Knights.
He's running angry. And that's one of the things you want to see. They're actually running angry now. I don't know what was said to them. At that last huddle, there were some words being exchanged amongst the Midland players, and they were trying to calm each other down.
Second and short. 1st and 10. They need to move the chains. The officials called it. Up the middle, Shockey on the keeper. He's across the 25 to the 24.
They don't even know where they're set this at. It looks like he got another first down.
I think he's awfully close if he didn't. He's inside the 25 to the 24. 2nd and short now. Minute 35 left in this third quarter. Midland moving the football. 2nd and 2 officially for the Knights. Shockey in the pistol formation. Curtis Jones behind him. Jones gets the call. He's got the first down in the open field. Jones is going to go from 24 yards out on the touchdown.
Is there a flag? I'm looking.
No flags.
No flags. Look.
24-yard touchdown run by Curtis Jones at the 119 mark of the third.
So that makes us 21-22.
Twenty-one
21-20.
Kick on the way from Tony Hornbuckle. Curtis Jones takes it in from 24 yards out. Extra point on the way. Hornbuckle in kick formation. Waits on the snap. Hornbuckle's kick is up, in, and good. With 1:19 left in the third quarter, it is Cabell Midland 22, Spring Valley 20. A barn burner here from Wayne County. Back with more on 97.9 The River.
If you're hungry, just like
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
This fall, Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Morse Tire Farm.
6-5.
Since 1972. Morse Tire Farm.
What's that?
I bet you this ball goes.
The River.
Tony Hornbuckle set to kick it away for the Knights after the 24-yard touchdown run by Curtis Jones, and he put the exclamation point on that drive. 22-20. Hornbuckle's kick is taken at the 15-yard line. That's by Garrett Wagner. He's around the right side across the 25 and taken out of bounds around the 27. He was taken out of bounds by Logan Hobbs. Also in on that tackle was J.J. Lewis.
And all the starters are
right.
You're all on kickoff coverage.
Minute 9 left in this third quarter after a late start because of electrical issues. 22-20. Curtis Jones gave the Knights the lead. Tony Hornbuckle put the exclamation point on the drive, and that's what lands us at your score at present. 22-20, the Knights over the Spring Valley Timberwolves. Timberwolves will keep McGuire in calling the signals. He's done a nice job. Or it looked like it. Nope, McGuire's coming off the field. And Jamison Smith will go back in as the signal caller. Smith sends 3 wideouts to the left side. Abercrombie's in the slot. Single wideout here to the near side right. Handoff to the right side. Goes to the back. Out of bounds. He's chased out of bounds. Ball carrier was Miguel Kane. He's out across the 35 to about the 30, we'll call it the 37.
It's close.
It is close. Depending on that spot. It is going to be short. Second and about a yard to go. Ball's on the 37-yard line.
Now, Midland has to respect the speed of Spring Valley to the outside, so they're actually, those receivers are running those DBs back at least 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, which is giving those running backs a lot of space to run underneath.
Timberwolves to the line of scrimmage. Smith with a single back in the backfield. That's Kane. 3 wideouts left, one here to the near side right. Kane gets the call. He's got the first down and a bit more to the 40-yard line, and Cannon Lewis finishes him off on the tackle. It'll be a first down for the Timberwolves at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play for Spring Valley.
And Kane, it looks like he's cramping as well. He's trying to get off the field. They're telling him just to lay down.
So we've got a cramp issue on the left leg.
That grass must be soft.
Yep. So they'll take a timeout here for an injured player. We'll take a timeout as well. Back with more on 97.9 The River.
The Marshall.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Midland leads it 22-20. We welcome you to the broadcast here on 97.9 The River. Chris Tatum and Kemp Bryson with you for the call. Spring Valley has it 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Abercrombie in the slot to the far side. 3 wide out to that left side. Now look at a pass. Right sideline. He's got a receiver. Laying out for it was Bryce Fuller. Pass falls incomplete. Coverage for the Knights was Caden Bowen.
And actually the receiver ran out of bounds, so it looked as if Bowen kind of forced him out, but the receiver ran out of bounds on his own. I think even if he would have been able to lay hands on it,
it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 41.
It would have been ruled
at the 40.
Incomplete as an eligible touching or illegal touching.
3 wideouts left. Tate Adkins, and over on that far side is Jaden Abercrombie. Single wideout here to the near side. Sweep to the right side. Ball carrier is Garrick McFeely. He gets to the 45-yard line, we'll call it. And you've got somebody else coming up limping. That is number 65, Braden Casto.
3rd down and 4.
That'll be 3rd down and 4 as he got to the 46-yard line officially. And it looks like Spring Valley is – are they taking a timeout?
No, they got the clock run.
Oh, to the end of the quarter. So that will bring a close to the 3rd quarter of action with your score. Cabell Midland 22 and Spring Valley 20. We'll be back with 4th quarter action here on 97.9 The River.
Locally owned Glenn Sporting Goods.
Looking for fair prices, professional service, and the most customer-friendly shop in the tri-state? Then Freedom Gun & Pawn in Lavalette is your kind of place. Freedom Gun & Pawn has the best selection of new, pre-owned, and vintage firearms, plus a large stock of ammo and accessories. Freedom Gun & Pawn is everything you want in a gun and pawn shop. Freedom Gun & Pawn, proud to support our local high schools and communities. Across from Food Fair in Lavalette, online at freedomgunandpawn.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Nestor. I'm from Canova, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at your local Par-Mar store. We are coming to your neighborhood soon. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. We have.
Takes the snap. Hands it off right up the middle. And is not going to get the first down. As a matter of fact, he's about 2 yards shy.
They're going for
and
it.
And he's coming up. It looks like he's got a cramp. Looks like the running back's got a cramp. McFeely on the carry. He came up holding his leg. Looked like he had a cramp issue as well.
This is a very difficult call if you're Spring Valley with this point in the game. There's a lot of time left in this game. This was 2 minutes. I could see you going for it, but you could give up possession here and give Midland some of the best field position they've had the entire game.
Garrick McFeely in the backfield alongside Smith. 3 wideouts left, one to the right side. 4th and 1 for the Timberwolves, a long one. There's the snap, hands it off. McFeely reaches out. He's close.
He's close. They're going to have to
We'll
measure
see what happens. Given that spot, it looks like they're going to measure it, or they're going to give it to him.
Let's see.
I'm going to say they give it to him based on the spot.
I don't know. Let's see.
Nope, they're going to measure. They are going to measure. So the ball is across the midfield stripe. Midland is saying it's short.
I think it's
Spring
going to be
Valley
short.
says they have it.
I think it's going to be short by a quarter inch.
We're just underway here in the fourth quarter. Midland leads it 22-20. Going for it on 4th and 1.
Oh, he got it.
And he does have the first down. Spring Valley got a new set of downs at the midfield stripe.
Cramping.
It's conditioning, man. I'm telling you, when it's that hot out there, we've talked about this in the first game and this game. There's been several issues with cramps, but it is so hot out there in this weather. Late summer weather is not friendly when you've got shoulder pads and your helmet on, everything else. They're burning a lot of energy out there, and they do need to stay hydrated. He's going to come. That's Abercrombie. He's going to come off the field. Little cramp issue in the leg. Good to see him up and around. 11-10 left in this ball game. 22-20 is your score. Midland on top of the Timberwolves, trying to escape with a victory here from the Wolves' Den. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves, just inside the midfield stripe into Midland territory.
You think they would go ahead and give him a meal, let him just take the evening off?
Right. Liam McGuire is going to be calling the signals. He'll keep Garrick McFeely in the backfield. McGuire in the gun, McFeely to his right. 3 wideouts left here to the near side. There's the snap. Keeps it himself. Finds a hole, not much of one. He spins off of one tackle, but gets finished off by Carson Gue.
Carson Gue.
So on the tackle is Carson Gue, and that takes the ball to the 47-yard line, a gain of 3 or 4. Second, and they give him 3 yards officially. It looks like 6. Looks like second 6.
We'll say 3.5.
All right.
He's back in.
Lunsford in on the stop for the Knights as well. 2nd and 7 officially. 10:25 on a rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. From the gun is Liam McGuire. Takes the snap, rolls left. He's got a blocker looking to throw. Fires left sideline. Got a receiver at the 41, and he's taken out of bounds, but not before he made the catch. That is Cole Ferguson. Ferguson on the reception at the 41. That is about a yard shy of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Timberwolves.
And that was a well-executed play by Spring Valley. We haven't really called Cole Ferguson's name.
Not since the first quarter.
Not since the first quarter. But here we are finding ourselves very similar to where we were just maybe 3-4 plays ago.
Yep, JJ on the stop for the Knights. Or Ray, actually. It was Ray, I think. 3rd and 1 for the Timberwolves. 3 wideouts to the right side. Abercrombie lines up over there. Single back for McGuire. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Finds a hole. He's across the 35. Got first down yardage and more to the 31-yard line. He's finished off by Michael Lunsford. Also in on that tackle for the Knights was Carson Gue. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves. They'll put him at the 32-yard line. We roll inside the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Timberwolves moving the football. 1st and 10 from the 32 of the Knights.
And this has probably been the Timberwolves' best sustained drive. A lot of their drives had big plays where they had short fields, but they've kind of taken this ball down this field in this fourth quarter.
Again, 3 wideouts to the right side. Here to the near side left is Gabe Dixon. In the gun is McGuire. Takes the snap, keeps it himself again around the left side. He's tackled. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Coming in at the line. And McGuire upended by Miles Meters. But a flag rests on the 30.
Holding. Let's see what they're going to call here. Which way is he going? He's walking him back.
So we'll get an official call. It is a hold on the Timberwolves. So march that one off against Spring Valley. That'll put the ball on the 40.
That will move the ball back to
so it'll be
40.
18, I think, 18 yards.
And I think that's one of the few offensive penalties Spring Valley has had.
Yeah.
Other than maybe some small formation penalties.
First and 18 for the Timberwolves. Clock rolls to the 9:20 mark of the fourth quarter. They have the football. Midland has the lead, 22-20. Spring Valley, quarterback, McGuire in the shotgun. 3 wideouts right, 1 here to the near side left. Single back is McFeely. He gets the call. He stretches out towards the 35 and only gets to the 36. McFeely picks up, call it 3 or 4. It'll be second down. 8:55 on a rolling clock here in the fourth as McGuire brings the play in from the sideline. Ball rests on the 36.
Shouldn't this be third down?
No, they replayed first. On the holding call. So this is second. He picks up 4, make it second and 14. McGuire in the gun. Single back is McFeely. 3 wideouts right, 1 to the near side left. Same formation, looking to pass. Rolls right, heavy pressure now by the Knights. Giving chase is Cannon Lewis. He flings it for the sideline. It goes out of bounds, incomplete.
Good pressure by number
Great
55.
Great pressure by 55.
That's Matt Edwards.
Matt Edwards, and also Cannon Lewis is back there.
Absolutely. You can tell Matt's playing. He's got those yellow gloves. I don't know if it's in anticipation
I thought there was
for
a
the
flag
charity.
a minute ago when I saw him.
You saw his gloves on the ground.
Yeah. 8:25 left in this fourth quarter. It is going to be 3rd and 14 as the Timberwolves, when they break the huddle. Play clock's at 25. Plenty of time for the Timberwolves. McGuire brings the play in from the sideline. Late start here tonight, which is why we're late. We're just a little bit before halfway through this fourth quarter. We had an electrical issue with the lights, but underway, and we're in the fourth now. Timberwolves look at 3rd and 14. Single backs McFeely. There's the snap in the gun for McGuire. McGuire looking to pass. Heavy pressure by Jones. He gets hit as he airs it out, and it's intercepted by Jaden Branch at the 5-yard line.
Are they saying incomplete?
Nope, they gave him the interception. It'll be Midland ball at the 5. So 1st and 10 on the interception. They did.
Yeah, because they heard a whistle. Everybody stopped.
Nobody moved.
So what are they calling?
Well, they're talking to the officials. You see Curtis Jones
talking to the officials.
That wasn't
fourth down, was it?
No, Midland does get the interception. And the penalties against Spring Valley, I didn't see the penalty flag down.
Okay.
And, of course, it's declined. So it'll be Knights ball at their own 5.
Hey, quite simply.
33. Yeah, Jaden Branch on the interception.
That's his 3rd interception of the season.
Yep. He's had a good game here tonight.
He has.
Overall.
Well, he's had a game of 2 halves.
That's true. I agree with that.
I'm going to be nice. I know his father and his mother, and his mother is a professor of forensic science, a very esteemed professor. So she would say forensically looking at this.
I like it. Officially, the ball's on the 6. 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. Knights on their own 6. Curtis Jones in the backfield. Alongside quarterback Shockey is Cannon Lewis. It goes right up the middle. Jones gets the call. He falls across the 10 to about the 12 or 13-yard line. A nice pickup to get him some room. They're actually going to place it on the 11.
And I tell you what, I like that formation.
I do too.
You got 2 big backs, 2 strong backs. And, I mean, if you're Spring Valley, you have to make some decisions, what we like to call business decisions.
Well, Cannon Lewis is a good block for Jones, or vice versa, to be honest with you. Now flags fly from the backfield.
Spring Valley ran a player on late. Does this delay a game?
Well, no, it was at 17. Illegal procedure against Cabell Midland.
Oh.
The referee is the one who called it from the backfield.
Somebody must have flinched.
Yep. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ball rests, or 2nd 10. Ball rests on the 6. There's the snap.
Big back.
On the option. And the ball's on the
ball.
carpet. Midland, I think, recovered.
Ooh.
Midland does recover the football, but the fumble will put the ball on the 10. So a 4-yard pickup on the fumble, and they're going to put it on the 10-yard line. So it'll be third down and about 6, and back to work for this Midland offense.
Oh, gosh.
Shockey.
They got all kinds of
personnel
players
changes.
running
Michael
on.
Lunsford's coming back into the ball game. Branch comes back in.
They got too many players.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they do. Yep, and there's the flag for it right now.
Well, they didn't huddle, so do you take the
Right.
timeout?
I'm not sure.
Let's see if they'll call it. They must take
Maybe
the
they're
timeout.
going to wave the flag off.
It has to be a timeout.
They say they got the timeout over on the far side. The referee had that flag out and was ready to toss it, but the official on the other side says the timeout was called. So a timeout for the Cabell Midland Knights. Actually, they're going to late penalty was called. Yeah. Oh, now he's late. Timeout. But they still move the ball back. They still move the ball back to the 5-yard line.
They don't know what they're doing right now. He's going to have to get this right.
I'm not sure what they're doing right now. If the referee does not, he waved it off and called the timeout.
Yeah, they're going to have to get this right. They're trying to do it right now, so let's see what happens here.
Well, there's no –
They just said he called a timeout.
Okay.
So he's got to move it.
Back.
Yeah, they got to move it back here. So the ball's in the wrong spot.
They're not moving it.
No, the ball's in the wrong. They'll point that out. The ball's in the wrong spot because it's supposed to be third.
You've got coaching staff over there asking about it right now, but the far sideline official said the timeout was called.
Yeah, here they go. Let's see what they're going to do.
I'm anxious to see, man.
Pick it up, Chief. He's got to pick it up.
They're still talking it over. I'd like to hear the Jeopardy music right now.
That's because the guy doesn't want to bend over and pick it up. He's got to pick it up.
I think they're going over to explain that the referee had already thrown the flag.
No, but he just said he just waved it off.
I know.
So they get their timeout back, right?
I don't know. We'll see what's happening. They don't. Nope, they're not giving it back to them. They're going to put the ball on the 5.
That's wrong.
And it's 3rd and 11.
They got to get this straight. How come somebody's no one from the coaching staff is picking this up?
Well, they questioned it a minute ago. Midland back to work. Shockey stands just off the goal line on the 1. Takes the snap. Keeps it himself around the left side. Little room to run. He cuts back across the 10 to the 15.
Shockey with the keeper.
And it's going to be 4th down.
That should be first down.
For Cabell Midland.
Yep. It's going to be 4th down. He did not pick up the yardage he needed. It's going to be 4th down and about 3.
Oh, they're
6.5 to go. Here in this 4th quarter, they lead it 22-20 over the Timberwolves. And the offense stayed on the field, 4th and 2 officially.
Wow. Big play.
Shockey. Pistol formation with Lunsford and Jones. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left side. There's the snap. Takes it, hands it off. There's the first down for Curtis Jones and more across the 20 to the 23-yard line. A big first down for the Knights.
He's bad. I'm telling you, that right there is a grown man play. And if you've ever seen Curtis Jones in person, one of the things that you will notice about him is that he, at all times, runs hard.
Ball's on the 22-yard line. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in this ball game. Midland looks at 1st and 10 from their own 22. Curtis Jones picks up the first down for the Knights. Shockey in the gun. Curtis Jones behind him. He'll keep it around the left side. Now cuts back up towards the hash. He'll get to the 25-yard line, about 3 yards on the pickup for the Knights.
You know, and I know you look at everything that's going on, but if you have a kid that's running that hard as number 2, I think you feed him the rock.
What did you say when we started the second half? Run the ball.
Oh, absolutely.
Run the ball.
If we can run out this clock and run to our cars.
Right. Well, I'm not going to be running. There's a crowd here, and I gotta pack up, man. I'll be here for a bit. That's all right. Shockey now in the shotgun formation. Curtis Jones behind him. Hands it off. Jones in the open field across the 35 and 40, 45 and 50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. One man to beat all the way in for the touchdown.
Curtis Jones.
And no
Curtis
flags.
Jones and no flags. 76 yards on the score for the Knights. Curtis Jones finds pay dirt. A great run. 76 yards on the carry and the touchdown.
And we need theme music because if we did, I would play LL Cool J, He's Bad.
What about Michael Jackson, He's Bad?
Nobody knows that.
You don't think?
No.
All right.
You're dating yourself.
No, I know. You're right. I am.
You're a thriller,
76
but you're dating yourself.
76-yard touchdown run for Curtis Jones. Makes it 28-20. Extra point on the way from Hornbuckle.
Big extra point.
Hornbuckle ball's down. Kick is on the ground.
Oh,
it's
my
covered
gosh.
up, and they'll take. And the ball's still loose.
It's down. It's dead.
Now the play's dead. It is a one-score ball game, 28-20 with 4:56 left in the contest. We will step away for a timeout and come back with more fourth quarter action. This is Midland Knights football on 97.9 The River.
In 1967.
Suffered an injury at the hands of another? Fighting to receive Social Security disability benefits. Under stress? Wondering how your bills will be paid and if justice will be served? Let the staff at Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law help. Ken Hicks and Jared Hicks, trusted lawyers in Huntington, have earned their reputation by representing clients for nearly 3 decades, serving West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. Call today for your free consultation. Kenneth P. Hicks Attorneys at Law. Let their experience be your guide. A proud Spring Valley High School supporter.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union has been serving the Huntington community for 70 years and is proud to announce our newest location in Lavalette. We look forward to bringing the residents of Wayne County a modern banking facility, a full range of services, advanced technology, expert financial advice, community involvement, and even a smart coffee kiosk cafe. Learn more about Metro Community Federal Credit Union online at metrocommunityfcu.com. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
Here on 97.9 The River.
4:56 left in this ball game. It is now 28-20. The extra point fails, but a 76-yard touchdown run for Curtis Jones to put the Knights on top by a score. Tony Hornbuckle ready to kick it away. Ball's teed up on the 40-yard line, and we've got just under 5 minutes left in this one. Good to hear from our good buddy Wayne Vaughn. He's listened to the ball game as well, and he's watching the feed online. So good to hear from him. Always good to hear from Wayne. Tony Hornbuckle in kick formation. Ball's on the 40. The approach and the kick is going to push to the 27-yard line. It's hauled in over on that far sideline by Garrett Wagner. That's where the Timberwolves will take over.
And an apropos that the defense, which has been a tell of two series all game, gets to decide the game.
Also, we need to give a shout-out to Jason Gonzalez and his mom. They're listening to this ball game as well here on 97.9 The River. 4:56 left in this one. 28-20 is your score. The Timberwolves with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Back to work, and it is Smith calling the signals this time. He'll keep McFeely in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the left, one here to one to the far side right. Smith rolls out, looks to the left sideline. He finds Abercrombie, and he
missed.
Cannon Lewis makes his tackle, but Landon Nida came in and upended Abercrombie.
And he upended him in bounds.
Yes, indeed.
So let's roll that clock.
Jason Spears listened to the ball game, too, from the band trailer. He's over in the parking lot.
Hey, the best band in land probably is a competition they need to get to.
I'm telling you, man, those guys kill it every time. That's a great halftime show, by the way.
Oh,
of course,
it is.
How can you argue with 11 straight state championships? Back to work for this Timberwolf offense. They look at 2nd and 10. No gain on that play. Smith in the gun with a single back. That's McFeely to his right. 3 wideouts right, 1 to the left. It's handed off to McFeely. Nothing doing. Right there's big Michael Lunsford to take him down to the backfield. He finishes him off, and that's going to be a tackle for a loss.
Also, Trace Atkins and 51 Ryder.
They were,
in there.
yeah, Braylon was also in there. Man, I'm telling you, they were all over that play. McFeely had nowhere to go. That was a big wall of white jerseys coming right at McFeely.
And this is actually kind of interesting. This is the first time I've actually seen Midland have some life. Like, they know this game is on the line, so let's play our best.
3rd and 10 for the Timberwolves. 3:35 left in this ball game. Timberwolves look at 3rd and 10 from their own 26th. Smith takes the snap. Ball's on the ground. He picks it up. He's got to run with it. Busted play. Ooh. He's out to the 25, and he's taken down again by Michael Lunsford. Lunsford was all over him.
Yo.
And I forgot. I think Jason Gonzalez was listening as well with his mom. They're out there listening. I think I said that a minute ago.
You did.
I thought
you
so.
did.
Okay.
But it deserves to be said twice because you didn't say
Spears
anything about his mom.
Yeah, his mom is listening to the ball game
too.
too. So thanks to Jason Gonzalez and his mom listening to the ball game tonight on 97.9 The River as well. 3:10 left in this one. That makes it 4th and 11 for the Timberwolves.
And it's all they need is one more play.
Well, this is going to be it. So we've got a timeout on the field with 3:10 left in the contest. The Timberwolves will look at 4th and 11 from their own 25 after Michael Lunsford was able to take down quarterback Jamison Smith after a busted play on the bobbled snap.
I tell you, I think Spring Valley is going to do something that we don't expect. I think they're going deep. They're going to hope for a PI, a spectacular catch, or something. It's all or nothing at this particular point. So look for 7 and 4. Notice where they're going to line up. Midland's going to have to adjust their coverage, even to the point, I think, instead of keeping boundaries, putting their best personnel out there, because those are the 2 best Spring Valley receivers. Those are the ones who can take it to the house. So coverage should flow more to their side.
I think Jason Gonzalez is giving me the business. 4th and 11 for the Timberwolves. In the gun is Smith. He'll take the snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes now. Lunsford, he fires over the middle of the field.
Short.
He's got
He's
a
short.
receiver.
Oh,
that's McFeely.
He was short.
And, boy, that is a good spot. He went down on the 35 and rolled over.
Let's see.
We'll see on the spot. Look at that.
Spring Valley's calling it short.
Oh, they are?
They're ready.
They're going to put the ball on the 36. Oh, and they give him a first down.
Wow.
Boy.
I think if football made it to 2.5 feet.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 36 for the Timberwolves. Keeping a drive alive. 2:45 left in this one. 28-20 is your score. Spring Valley comes to the line of scrimmage. Back to work for Smith with McFeely in the backfield. There's the snap, looking to throw again.
Big Mike's on him.
Pressure comes, fires down the right side. He's got a receiver. Branch leaps, the receiver leaps, and the catch is made on the far sideline. That reception made by Bryce Fuller. Jaden Branch in on coverage. And Jamison Smith's pass to Fuller is all the way into Midland territory at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves at the 25 of the Knights.
Now, I thought they were going to do that on a play earlier because I felt like it was all or nothing. But here's the thing. Spring Valley has already burned 2 timeouts in this half. So they're in a kind of a situation here where they need to go end zone quickly but not leave Midland enough time. So they can't stop their offense.
Clock rolls to the 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Smith in the gun, takes the snap, whistles and flags.
That's against Spring Valley.
Procedure against Spring Valley. It'll back him up 5. It'll be 1st and 15. They'll replay the down.
And that's what I'm saying. Spring Valley's offense at this point has been sort of feast or famine, so they can't stop their play calling just because of the situation.
Right, correct.
But at the same time, their offense is very peculiar. They run, they throw. Midland's just going to keep pressure on them. I mean, a sack here, 2 sacks would probably put this game out of reach.
Ball's on the 30-yard line, 1st and 15. Smith brings the play in from the sideline. .155 on a rolling clock here in the 4th. Timberwolves have 3 wideouts here to the near side left and a single wideout to the far side. Single back in the backfield for Smith. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes, he dumps the pass over to Wagner. Wagner inside the 25, He's going to be taken out of bounds at the 22.
They can run the clock. They said
And
he
they're
was in
going to run
bounds.
the clock. He was in bounds, they say. Run the clock. Minute and 30. Clock continues to roll. Spring Valley.
They don't
Get
know.
the play from the sideline.
They don't know the clock is running.
The guy, the official made the signal.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the clock
the
to
clock
roll.
is running, but
Smith
they
is
don't-
coming in hurriedly now. They did realize the clock's running. Smith.
They still don't know
trying
the
to
clock's
get
running.
Smith still screaming at the sideline. The Timberwolves are going to have to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got second down and about 6. 7 officially. Smith in the gun. McFeely in the backfield. Man in motion is Abercrombie. There's the snap. Looking to throw again is Smith, giving heavy pressure to the Knights. Now rolling right, back to the left. Pressure comes. He's at the 22, and he's wrapped up. Can't make the tackle, and the ball is loose. And he was out of bounds at about the, we'll call it the 17.
But the ball has to go back to where the ball first left, where the fumble first occurred. So they need to put this ball back maybe about a couple of yards.
They're going to place it at the 17 to make it third down.
Ball's at the 17. It'll be about third down and 3.
We're less than a minute, aren't we? 43.
We are less than a minute. 45 seconds left in this ball game. Spring Valley looking at third and officially 3.
They're going to Abercrombie.
McFeely in the backfield. There's the snap to Smith. Smith fumbles the
ball.
football. He has to fall on it at the 25-yard line.
They got one
so a
timeout
loss
left.
and 1 timeout left. 35 seconds left. They're going to stop the clock at 37.6 seconds.
And it's also fourth down.
It will be fourth down out of the timeout. Fourth down and about 8 after the loss. And he tried to throw the football and just lost the handle on it.
And we've seen it happen to Midland tonight. I don't know whether the way this field is, whether the condensation has actually affected the ball. We noticed that from the start of the game to the present, ball control has been an issue for both teams.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 37.6 seconds left in this ball game. 28-20 is your score. It'll be fourth down and 8 after the Timberwolves come out of their timeout. That was indeed their last timeout. So we've got 37 ticks, almost 38 ticks left on this clock before this one's over. Midland looking to escape here with a victory. 28-20. And up by a single score.
And I will tell you again, the last 3 or 4 times we've been here, the game has actually come down to the last series.
Like you said at the beginning.
Yeah, 2 years ago it was a blocked extra point. I think 4 years ago, that was a quarterback game where Midland went to 3 quarterbacks. We lost 2 backs for the season in this game. So it's just everything that you can imagine happens.
4th and 9 officially at the 24-yard line. 37.5 seconds left in the contest. Smith has McFeely. He's in the gun. McFeely to his left. Abercrombie in motion. Slides into the slot position. Now looking to throw Smith. Tucks it. Flags fly. Fires. Now tucks it back. Michael Lunsford takes him down at the 21-yard line. And there's a flag at the 24. So the flag is here to the near sideline.
He did a holding of formation. Let's see what they call.
And it's going to be a hold on the Timberwolves. No, illegal shift on the Timberwolves. Illegal shift. The call against the Timberwolves. It's declined. Midland will have the football. 30 seconds left. Midland will walk away victorious here tonight.
No. Not until the game is over. 3 knees.
3 knees.
Maybe 2. But taking that knee has been hard.
It might be 1 knee.
This may be
honestly.
1 knee.
It might
All
be
right.
1 knee.
Let's take 1 knee here.
We'll see how long they take to reset that ball. But celebrations going on the Midland side of the football. A great ball game here this evening. Tale of 2 halves for sure.
Oh,
for the Knights.
absolutely.
But the Knights will line up in victory formation and take a knee. 30.5 seconds left. There's the snap.
That's it.
Taking the knee, and that should take care of the ball game.
Man.
This one will do it. Your final score, Cabell Midland 28 and Spring Valley 20.
I'm going to let you know something. I wouldn't watch this game film.
Yeah.
I would not watch this game
There's
film.
a lot of sloppy football played for sure, but the Midland Knights escape here from the Wolves' Den this evening.
And that's going to be the final thing. When the final thing is written, it's going to go down as a W. and hopefully it will be the continuation of many for the season. But this is what you learn. And the coaches say this. You know, fans, sometimes we don't even believe it either.
Right.
But they will tell you in the MSAC, every game is a battle. Yep. And this goes to show you that every game is a battle.
Well, it is late here this evening because of our late start, so we're going to take our final break of the broadcast. We're going to come back and close things out here from the Wolves' Den as the Cabell Midland Knights win by a score of 28-20 over the Spring Valley Timberwolves. We'll come back, close things out right after this on 97.9 The River.
Look at the numbers on the Knights.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week is presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute. Fueled by your neighborhood Par-Mart store. If there's not a Par-Mart store near you now, there will be soon. And sponsored by Huntington Highway Safety Distracted Driving, Chase & Elkin State Farm, Tax Masters Pro Books, and Kid Sale.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless... Is that a real song?
I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Piggy Bank.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Milan. I'm from Canova, West Virginia. When I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mart store.
We have that gold and blue pride at your local Par-Mart store. We are coming to your neighborhood soon. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Maryland, we have you covered. Download the Par-Mart app and sign up for the Par-Mart Rewards Card. Food, gas, groceries, and more, we are gold and blue proud, and we are Par-Mart stores.
If there's not a Par-Mart store near you now, there will be soon.
Mark of the fourth. Curtis Jones goes in, hits pay dirt. The extra point fails, but it's good enough to finish it out by your final of 28-20. Reminder, programming tomorrow, 6 p.m. is the kickoff, but pregame show will be on our sister station, 93.7 The Dog, as Marshall takes on Albany in their first contest of the season. Albany coming off a win over Fordham. Marshall playing their first game of the season. The Herd looking for victory number one, and Charles Huff looking for victory number one as well on the 2023 season. Join that broadcast on The Dog tomorrow. I want to say thanks to all of you for tuning in this evening. Also to my broadcast partner, Kent Bryson, Austin, and Lowell Austin back in studio control. And we look forward to having Jason Toy back with us next week as the Cabell Midland Knights. It's a Saturday ball game, folks, at Jones C. Edwards Stadium. They'll take on the Ironton Fighting Tigers next Saturday in the contest, as Marshall is not playing, obviously, so they're playing at Jones C. Edwards Stadium. Should be a fun atmosphere. Hopefully all of you can get out there, and if not, you can join the broadcast right here on 97.9 FM. The River, and we'd welcome you to do that. For Ken Bryson, for Lowell Austin, back in studio control, Jason Toy, I'm Chris Tatum saying good night, and thanks for listening, everyone.
Go Knights.
Thanks, Lowell. Take care, brother.
Thanks.